All right, if you can hear me, if I sound all right, give me a 1. I got to go turn off that light real quick. Again, if you can hear me, if I sound okay audio-wise, hit that number 1, please. Hello? Is this thing even on? Okay, all right, there we go. Kyle, Brian, Trucking, Batch, Latrice, Greg, Raspberry. All right, perfect. Okay, very quickly, for those of you that are watching this in the archive, thank you. And if you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, then you do have to help support the stream. This is totally viewer supported, and the best way to support is to use code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms I recommend. Take Profit Trader. I think they're the best in the business. But if you are, depending on where you're in your journey, and if you're looking at Empire build, then yeah, there's other prop firms out there that will allow you to help support this stream. So whatever the current best deals are at these prop firms, save yourself some money, support the stream, code CLAY, all caps. So thank you very much for that. Let's get this. Party started here. All right, well, good morning. It is, what is it? Wednesday? Wednesday, March 18th. The year is 2026. Big day with the Fed. And I don't know. Not to me, this action this morning was not so good. It has picked up. It's gotten better for sure. But I've had some other stuff going on that I haven't even been paying too much attention to the market for the past, 30 minutes. So this, I think, looks pretty good. I'd like to think, in hindsight, I would have taken that bear flag and made, all that. But, that's all hindsight trading. But yeah, hopefully all of you are off to a good start today. I expect things to not be too crazy, though, until the Fed meeting, the Fed announcement at 2 p.m. Eastern. But we'll see what we can find out there today. As a reminder, hit that like button. We almost got to 400 yesterday. Didn't quite get there, but as a reminder, hit that like button. If you're brand new and you've never been here before, no need to hit the like button. I totally understand you have no idea if you're going to enjoy. But if you have been here before and you know you're going to enjoy, here's that first reminder. Please hit that like button. Got chopped this morning? Yes, Dash. If you got chopped up a little bit this morning, that makes a whole lot of sense to me. Gold has actually been maybe the best mover. I mean, look at that trend. So gold's actually kind of coming back to life here a little bit. That is a gold trade that I took right there. That's GC, MNQ, and then NQ. But yeah, it was a pretty sketchy morning for me. I was not seeing a lot. I even had to tell members of the community. I mean, I did post some alerts and stuff, but I was like, I'm just not seeing a whole lot out there. It's kind of just not the greatest action right now. I don't know. I kind of lost track of oil. Has oil been pretty good? Big old rising wedge right now in oil, I think. So rising wedge there on oil, but yeah, oil is, I don't know. I'm not seeing, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not, oil is kind of just meh for me. Today was a battle, but I'm green. Good job. Yeah, how are all your days going though? Green, red, terrible, great, got to pay out, pass an account, blew up an account. A pretty mundane day for me, so it's not like I cooked any accounts. By no means am I crushing it or anything like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, but I just have to remember to not press the issue. I have gotten myself in trouble on days like this in the past. Even in the world of stocks and options and stuff like that, because all the markets do care about the Fed announcement. But on the days here where it's kind of just leading up to it, and then on the day of, the price action can get a little squirrely, and it has bit me across the board. I mean, I'm a well-traveled person. It has bit me in the world of stocks. It has bit me in the world of options. It has bit me now in the world of futures. So, yeah, I want to be careful of that. I just posted a different chart in my Discord. My oil futures is different. I don't know. Am I wrong? I'm on CLK. I don't know what. Maybe am I in the wrong oil contract? CLK for me. Right now we do. Okay, I can get rid of that line here. We do have a bear pennant here. let's just do it. The golf hole up here, so the upside down golf hole. So there we go. For you golfers out there, if you would envision an upside down pennant. Now some people may be looking at this and saying, "Well, Clay, I see an ascending triangle. There's a resistance," and that's true too. But sometimes you got to be careful with those ascending triangles. If the ascending triangle is part of making up an overall bear pennant, you got to just kind of keep that stuff in mind. But I might take a swing at it short up here, even if this is now some sort of sideways channel. We have the 21 EMA. We have the overnight low. I could throw a stop right above that high right there. So I could keep, at least I think 62 up to, yeah, about a 10 point. Yeah. I will try that. There we go. So looking to get short at the red line. Stop is the green line. Hey, Pete, good morning. Converted a new pro, 2 more day. Nice job, Mitt. Okay, should I ban Shim? Shim was a little squirrely yesterday, and he seems to continue to be squirrely today. Shim, do I need to just, what's the deal here, brother? Again, trying to get short at the red line there. Good at pre-market, then started to slip at New York Open and stopped trading funded. Evil Shaddix didn't get chopped, but small green. Exercise discipline and having... Yeah, Kevin, that makes sense. That kind of goes right along with what I was telling the private chat this morning. I'm sorry, fellas and fellettes. I'm not going to make alerts for the sake of making alerts. Like, that's... I would say that is a big disservice to make an alert when there's actually not anything there to really talk about. So, yes, I am not shocked at all. And I would say, yeah, very good discipline to not have a trade yet. Yeah, I don't know. What do you call a woman? A guy's a fella. Hey, what's up, fellas? But in that same genre, I don't even know if that's the right word. What would a woman be? So I just call them fellettes. Fellas and fellettes. All right, maybe. Again, looking to get short at the red line here. No, that's guys and gals. I understand. What's the opposite of guy? It would be gal. My question is, what's the opposite of a fella? Fellows? In New York, they're felons. All right, here we go. Maybe a short here. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. It's rejected here before. We're in a downtrend. We're in kind of I'm just trying to play the top part of this, what I think is a bear pennant. But if this is indeed an ascending triangle that's about to explode upwards, well, good thing I have my stop loss there. Heading home from vacation, swinging by the slap. Thank you, Krager. No, last is the, oh, I don't know. Maybe last? Yeah, I don't know. Fellas and last, I don't know. I would assume it just would start with the F. All right, trying to see if I get, okay, maybe. No. Getting close to filling me on a short. Getting close. Getting close. Okay, I'm in. Put a couple targets on down here. Well, let's see if this thing wants to once again reject the price like it's done before. I know I've had a couple options at scalpy scalps already, but I want to see if this thing does want to get smacked back down. Let's see if it can get a spanking up here. Come on, spank it. Thank you, Cletus. Okay, I want a winning trade now. So my stop is now at break even, and this thing's either going to reject here or it'll be a small green trade. But my stop is now in winning territory, but I want to see if Cletus can spank the bulls here. Already got my first target, so that's good. I think I was at about a 1-to-1 on that first target, so that makes me feel warm and fuzzy. But let's see if this now wants to actually roll over here. Come on, Cletus, spank him. Spank him, Cletus. Uh-oh, about to get stopped out. Stopped out. All right. I might try again, though. Let's see. If this wants to pop up here, go a little bit above and then come back down, like just like that. Good. I'm going to try again here. Short. Unless this is, well, at this point. Yeah, all right, yeah, okay, never mind. Well, I played that one as basically as well as I could. I'm glad I got that first target. I moved my stop to basically break even, and it was a small winner, but the mechanics were there. I was positioned where had that thing rolled over, I was ready to take advantage of it, but it did not decide to roll over. Now the question is for the ascending triangle people that were buying that breakout, did they just get fooled? Well, assume they weren't scalpy scalpers. Scalpy scalpers had, 10 points, actually a little more than 10 points to work with. But it's more so the people that were looking for a bigger breakout. Are they about to get fooled, or is this a genuine bigger move back up? Haunted Doll. That's a scary name. I do not recognize the name either, but you're saying hi, Clay, like you know me or something. Have you been here under another name? Because Haunted Doll with that terrifying avatar, I would remember. But when you say hi, Clay, with a smiley face like that, that makes me think we have a history. So are you? Have I banned you before, Haunted Doll? Is this another name you're here under? Body TPT account. Why does my order keep getting rejected when I try to enter a trade? You follow me from long ago. Gotcha. I don't know. Are you doing more? What sort of position size are you doing? If you're above the position size, or if you're like trying to buy more contracts than what's allowed, maybe that would be it, Bryson. All right, maybe a short here. The purple line, which is the 50-period simple moving average. You can see right here, it rejected it. Oh, kind of the same thing. Is it MNQM, or maybe are you on the H? Okay, short. Okay, a little scalpy scalp there. You're on the H. Yeah, go to the M. That's probably why. My guess would be, I don't even know, is the H expired now? The H contract might be expired. Yeah, you want to be doing this one. MNQM. M is in Mary. Hey, John. No. Do not do MNQ on Thinkorswim, because that means you are doing futures with your own funds. Futures are way too crazy to be doing with your own money. Prop firms is where it's at. Because trading is all about risk management, and prop firms allow you to manage risk very, very nicely. So no, do not do MNQ on Thinkorswim. Wow. Well, I guess I should have held. If this comes back up here, I will take another swing at it. Hello? Whoa, that's scary. That was a massive delay there. Okay, that's better. Not like it's going to matter anyways. Hey, good morning, Mazer. Did you have a delay in there too? All right, well, never mind on that one, as it... See, this is what I was hoping for right here. I was hoping for another one of these rejections, but nope. Came up here, and then the rejection. Well, even the people, anybody playing the ascending triangle breakout, I mean, that was a nice breakout. 63 up to... Yeah, I mean, you basically had over a 40-point breakout, so nice job in that regard. Followed that first short with you. All right, mods, open season ban on DF, DS, DF. Ban, not timeout, open season. Ban them. Did that work, Bryson? Oh, Kyle got him. Gold. What's oil doing? Ooh, come on. I like to see this. Die, oil. Die. Come on down, oil. Kyle was pretty quick on that. He will be sent an extra stale Twinkie on his next paycheck. Interesting. See, these are this is always such a weird setup to me. You have one of these big old candles with an upper shadow, followed immediately by a candle with a big old lower shadow. So I mean, talk about spastastic. Way up here, way down here, right back here. Spiked up my entry at 5-minute EMA, then it dropped 200 off that. Good job. Oil here on the pullback, right here at the pivot. And the pivot here, this dotted brown line, it's been so far so good, a good area of support. And once again, so far so good, and a good area of support. Will it hold as support again, though? That's so yes, assuming you're on team cheaper, gas prices, we want to see this pivot point get destroyed. Just destroy it to the downside. Hey, newbie. Hey, Nam. I don't know. No, I think the Acro YouTube. Acro is super fast. I think he's got the most bans. Like, he is very, very quick. I don't know if he's here. Right there. Open season. Open season on WOA Skills. Open season. I traded who? No. Cody. Cody just deleted. Oh, Brian got him. Wow, and then people just started to beat him. JJ unhit him. What are you doing, JJ? Okay, I'm short. Stop is up there. Let's see if we can get a bit of a pullback once again here. Come on, there we go. Hit that first target. Could still be a losing. Do I want to get this to break even here? Oh. So still looking like it might be a losing trade. Now it'll be a little bit less of a losing trade because I was able to get my first target hit and then reduce position size. But if this drops down, I'd like to get this to break even at this point. Yeah, just give it a chance. Next target is down there. Again, I did get the first target hit, but I am not yet in the sweet spot of trading where I can say that this will for sure be a green trade. It is still possible to be a red trade. And it's looking like it is going to be a red trade, and it was. Yeah, Ape, I don't know how that works in regards to the prop firm space. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to help you there. Here is solid analysis. I sold a long position at 904, so it'll probably go into 2,500. All right. PPI shock. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what the consensus is. I would assume the consensus is no rate cuts for sure. I don't think there's anything on the table though about an increase though. Sounds good, Ape. Yeah, keep us posted. Well, I'm glad I stopped out of that one because this is quite the move there. I hope they raise rates. We'll see what happens. All right, oil once again at the pivot point. That dotted brown line. So as we were talking about a few minutes ago. If you want lower prices at the pump, we have to cheer against that pivot point. We want it to get just destroyed. This was, yeah, I guess I'm a little bit of hindsight confirmation bias here, but this was the bottom part of this channel right here before it broke down, give or take. So yeah, nice, kind of classic former area of support. As of now, acting as resistance. Gonna keep that line out there. When does Trump's guy take over? When's the new Fed start? When is Powell gone? Hey, if you are enjoying in any way, shape, or form, another reminder, hit that like button. We're going for 400 likes today. I think we could have a chance. Oh boy. Well, on that note of oil, for a little context here, I'm building a home here, and I've been in touch with the lumberyard, and I literally hot off the press. In fact, I don't know why can't I show this? I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Yeah, I don't. I'll just read it. You'll just have to trust me. I was gonna show the guy's name, but I don't. There's some creepy people on here, so I mean I don't know if any of you, but I'm not gonna risk. Anyways. So from my contact at the lumberyard, or here, let me just do this. Good if I cover order all of your frame materials so I can hold prices. Yeah, okay. Whew. Just wanted to touch. So this is the guy from the lumber company on the topic of oil, hot off the press. Just wanted to touch base with your lumber cost, or just wanted to touch base with you. Lumber costs are starting to creep up, mostly due to increased. What is your guys' guess? Why are my lumber costs are at the edge of potentially creeping up? Mostly due to fill in the blank. Increased gold price, huh? Oh, Brian, JJ, John, yes. Creeping up mostly due to freight cost. Are you good if I cover/order all of your framing material so I can hold prices on the last quote we had? My reply, yes, comma, please, exclamation. So lumber is officially ordered. This is what is starting to irritate me. I'm just waiting for, all the stuff that oil is part of. Even I'm guessing my plumbing prices are probably going to go up now because plastic, or the plastic, all that stuff is made with oil components. So. Here we go. Here the impacts are starting to show up in the USA economy. Does he need a 50% deposit on materials? I don't know. He didn't say that. Oh, you're joking, Jason? Okay. It's hard to know. We've heard some crazy things here on the live stream. You are building a new... Dude, Nam, where have you been, brother? I've been talking about the homestead since the start of the live stream. Nam, you are an enigma. You are a very confusing person. The stuff that you're... Like, that question, it's like, how do you not know that? You hang out here, like, all the time, brother. Then the food prices go up. Yeah, things never do seem to drop as quickly as they go up. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Gary. Yes. When we get closer, we'll have to remember, yeah. Take profit trader. If you're a take profit trader, you cannot trade the Fed announcement. I'm sure a big fan from Nepal. Very cool. Yeah. The announcement today with at least, I think most prop firms, but certainly take profit trader, if you're in a pro account, you may not trade the news. And all that means is you cannot be in a trade at 1:59 Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern, or 2:01 Eastern. That's all that means. And I'm getting ready to probably have to explain that about 4 million times. I have not had any of my coffee this morning. What am I doing with my life? Hey, Goo. I am wacky guy. Always take what I say with granted. No, that's fine, Jason. That's... I hear where you're coming from. You seem like a reasonable guy. I'm sure you understand my point of view where you're like, yeah, Clay, I can understand. I'm sure you hear some crazy stuff. Hey, JP. I think I'm interested in a long down around this purple line. I mean, I guess... I don't know. Is this a trend? I'm not... Or is this just some big old range right now? Like I said from the get-go, today has been not really my cup of tea. Not in a disastrous way, just in a, I'm not really jiving too well. Oh, Bitcoin dumped? I swear, if I pull up Bitcoin and it's down like 50 points. Oh, we're on the daily? Yeah, daily coming down some. Okay, yeah. Bitcoin, yeah. I'll give credit there on the 30-minute. Yeah, Bitcoin's getting pretty rough there. No, I just missed it. I said the purple line and it just bounced off it. Doggone it. I would say if you're somebody, this is probably a short. For those of you that hang around here, you know I have a terrible track record and ability of buying pullbacks in what can potentially be downtrend. So this thing is probably about to roll over. Okay, I'm in, long. Okay, I kind of just psyched myself out, I think. I was like, just take the scalp, Clay. Don't. And I think, in all honesty and all kidding aside, given my track record of these afternoon, late morning pullbacks, it is just not good. So I think erring on the side of caution was actually the right move to make there. Senpai noticed me. Who's Senpai? See Krager, test. I see ya. Always falling knives, always leave a few cuts on Clay's. You know, and that's fine. That's fine. I'll take a cut. I don't want severed fingers, though. A cut on my finger, I can deal with. A severed finger, though, especially if it's a thumb, which is amazing. Like, the thumb is such a crazy thing. So the 5-minute here is sitting right at the 21 EMA. And so far, so good. It is holding that support. I kind of want to try another long here. But this time, wait for a buy up here. I mean, it's a nice pattern. It's just the trend. It's the trend aspect of it. I mean, bull flag, bull pen, whatever you want to call it. But in a range, in a choppy market, it's just, like I said, today is just sloppy for me. And here's the latest example. Yeah, it's a good pattern. However, I don't know, is this just a new little range here and that pattern's going to fail miserably back to the downside? Hey, let's keep the trend going. Let's get this up to 100 likes by the 30-minute mark. So surely there's 12 of you. Is there 12 of you out there that are like, yeah, Clay, I enjoyed this enough to hit that like button? Or maybe like, oh, I always hit the like button. I just forgot. Let's see if we can get this up to 100 likes by in the next 30 seconds. Oh, look at that. Shout out to, I have the best, listen, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say what I say. I have the best chat in the live streaming space. I make no claims on myself as a trader. You can think I'm a terrible trader, a mediocre trader, a good trader. I don't care. But I said what I said. We have the best chat in the live streaming space. I said what I said. You can always count on us baboons. That's right. Clay, I'm going to say what I say. I like it. All right. All right. I'll go with 3 because this is kind of scary, but we're at the 21 EMA. I'm long. See if we can get a bounce up off of this. Only 3. Trying to buy the pullback to right around that 21 EMA area. Give myself a little bit of space. That's also an interesting location down there, but and not looking the greatest right now. It's kind of falling down through. Now it's easier to kind of sit and see what happens when you have 3 MNQs. If this was 3 NQs or like 30 MNQs, you know, it's a little bit more difficult to just sit here and kind of quote unquote see what happens. So this is the benefit of keeping up your position size reasonable. Man, is it not going to bounce at all? Just straight down through here now? Come on. Come on. Small loss there. I'll take that. That seems like a gift at that point. So slight. I think I lost like $6 on it. So losing trade there, very minimal though. Maybe try again down here at the overnight low. This is the location where this nice candle happened. I was saying brother all day yesterday, brother. That's right, brother. Let's go, Judah. Judah X Focus. Good morning, Clay. We're still on fire. Oh, really? There's fires in Nebraska right now? Expecting more strength from that bounce here. Yeah, I'm glad I took the small little loss there because it would never have actually gone, all right, never have gone green, but maybe we can try something here. How is Nebraska having wildfires right now? Didn't you guys just have like isn't it like a cold right now? We just had a cold spell come through. Maybe I'm ignorant. I didn't think wildfires were a thing like when it was really kind of snowy and I know wind, obviously wind. It's been windy, so that makes sense. But the cold weather, I would have thought would have put it. Oh, really? Oh. Oh yeah, smoke is rough for sure. Nick just reached out to me about wanting to lock in the lumber quote because of soon-to-be increases in pricing due to freight costs, period. I told him to go for it, period. But whenever you get in there, comma, hopefully he's not ordering anything that we actually don't need. Okay, maybe I like this right now. It's seeming like it maybe wants to try to bottom out here. Or is it going to just drop back into this void? If it drops back below here, I don't think it's unreasonable to think that the price could, come down here and revisit down around there. Just because that's kind of the bottom part of that channel right there. If it drops down in there, though. Cold weather dries everything out? Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess. All right, well. Well, in hindsight, I'd like to be like, oh man, I don't think I really missed anything though. That's to come down and then just go straight back up. Yeah, that's hard for me to work with. I mean, maybe there was something in there, but was up 620 today, now down one. Bummer. Yeah, it's a tricky day out there, Abel. So much easier trading with the smaller size. Yeah, isn't it weird, Ace, how smaller size can add up shockingly quickly? Which is why, as I've said, we'll always say, never, ever let anybody make fun of you or make you feel bad or make you feel like you're not doing it the right way or not a trader because you do like micros, for example. You trade MNQ, loser. I trade NQ. Like, don't run from those people. Okay? If trading MNQs or MES or micros works for you, fantastic. Do not fall into the bro trap of, bro, what a loser, bro. I trade NQs, bro. Who cares? That's all. That's ego trading right there. Real men trade silver, max size. Clay, Rubio or Vance? I don't know what that means. Like you said, I don't know why I can't trade micros. It twitches so much. Interesting. Pretty good day action considering it's a... you think, George? That good. I'm happy to hear that for you, George. That really just shows how we're all a little different. I'm sitting here like, man, this action has been a challenge. Then we got George saying, hey, man, this action's been pretty good. George, I'm glad it's working for you and your strategy, brother. Happy to hear it. Hey, good morning, Southpaw. People would do that a lot in stocks. Yeah, stocks isn't as prevalent. But yeah, in futures, there's definitely like the ego. There's ego in everything, but futures I think takes to another level because you can make that disparity between NQ and MNQ, right? Micros have different order flow. Yeah, don't micros have way more volume? How's Iran war affecting NQ prices? Well, that is a powerful thing about the chart. All you got to do is pull up an NQ chart and you'll have a good answer to that question very quickly. Was down about 700 on one of my evals today when bring market back to... Okay, good job, Ty. I was thinking usually we see pretty flat movements before. Yes, that is pretty flat. Micros average in and out, also huge benefit. Yep, that is true. CLK, yes, sir. Passed another test via... There we go, Code Clay. It's another... I cannot confirm or deny. All I'm saying is I think there's something magical about Code Clay, all caps. Another person that used Code Clay and all of a sudden they passed the test. Moving my scale out position to 385. The degen behavior of this chat is Jeff's... I don't know. Who's behaving as a degen in here? What's crazy is when I try to trade more contracts, I fail miserably. But with less, I trade like a beast. Is it the more contracts or is it the type? Like, are you trading better when it's MNQ or are you just saying that with an MNQ too? Hey, good morning, Still Canvas. All right. So this is now really setting itself up where a potentially fantastic short point. If it can break down through here, yeah, I think there's some room for it to move. But as of now, that's also looking like it's going to be a pretty big if. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. Hey, Goose. Why gold class today? I'm guessing you mean closed, but gold is not closed. It's moving, I think. Yeah. You can see gold's moving. Claire, are you going to try and pass evals? No. Good morning, Clay. Wishing you... Hey, thanks, Larry. Oh, collapsed. Why gold collapsed today? I think because of inflation stuff. Because it's looking like the Fed has zero chance of lowering rates. So gold is now factoring that in. Holding this short way longer than I like. How long you been in it, JP? the higher price of oil is starting to kick in now. Paul has 2 months left. Hey, Clay, I was going to let you know. Hey, good. Is he out of the... Good. Glad to hear Tacker's doing better. That's a great name. That is a great name. If number 7 if we were ever happen to be blessed with number 7, and it's a boy, I'm gonna run that name by my wife. Hey, what do you think about Tacker? After those PPI numbers today, I wonder if Powell will suggest. I mean, yeah. I hope they could raise them. Serious question: do you think AI tools could be great question, Kat. It's tricky. Everybody is different, but I do think journaling and trade reviews, it's a very I don't want to say over. It's a very fine line, because when you journal and when you trade review, you have hindsight confirmation bias in your mind, where you can reflect back on and you can see things that you're never going to see. Like, it's easy to see in hindsight, but you would never have known that in the real world, because in the real world, you don't quite have hindsight yet. But there can be good that comes from it too. So I don't know. I'm very torn on the topic of journaling. I'm never going to tell somebody to not journal. I will say this though. It seems like some people put tons of time into journaling and trade review, and I'm just not quite sure that's the best use of time. But it's not a black and white. Very interesting topic. So I don't know. I guess, Kat, and this is a cop-out. It depends. It depends would be my answer. Because what can happen a lot with trade journaling is, you end up with a strategy that's got 5,000 rules, right? Because you take a losing trade and you're like, all right, well, let's review it. Let's journal about it. And in your journaling and reviewing, oh, that's what I did wrong. So let's put a rule for that. And then before you know it, because there's no magic system, you're always going to have losing trades. So if every losing trade, all of a sudden creates a new rule because of your journaling and trade reviewing, then you will end up, the logical implication of that is you'll end up with a strategy with thousands of rules. But there is a chance that you did actually do something wrong. But that's, as I've said, that's what makes trading hard, right? Because the fact of the matter is there are some situations where you did nothing wrong. It was a fine setup. It simply just didn't work, because no setup works 100% of the time. But there are situations where, no, that was actually really stupid. There were some things you did there that didn't make sense. But where is that line? Hey, that's why trading's not easy. I'm done trading. I'm finding a new hobby. I blew my... how many accounts have you blown overall, Guitar Guy? But it can reveal a pattern for losing, or when it... again, it can. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that journaling and trade reviewing is worthless. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think some people think there's a little bit more magic to it than what there actually is. Like 15 accounts so far? I mean, dude, that's nothing. Okay. So here's a trade I did. I don't know when that was, but I lost $4,500 in one trade of my own money. Okay. So let's just use the 50K. We'll use the 25. We'll use the 50K. So for 102. Okay. So let's do the math real quick on this real quick. If I could find my calculator real quick. I know. I could just do the math, but so I lost $4,500 on a trade when I used my own funds in one trade. One trade. 4,500 to gone, just like that. How many, and you could get a prop account for 102. So I roasted the equivalent of 44 prop accounts in one trade before. 44 prop accounts gone in one trade before. So I say this with all due respect, but like 15, I mean, come on, man. That's not that bad. Like, that's what I mean. I don't think if you have no reference point, if you just showed up and like it's just prop firms, that's all you've ever known. A lot of people don't appreciate how awesome prop firms actually are because, yeah, to think that on that trade, I roasted the equivalent of 44 prop accounts is crazy. How many prop? Oh, have I blown for? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. This is a total guess. 5, 6 so far in 2026? Saves you. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I have a code with Trade Day. But I personally, I recommend Take Profit Trader. But yeah, if you're more experienced and everything like that, then yeah, Trade Day. I do have a code with them. Code Clay, all caps. This is a pretty rough move here. Broke out strong candle and now almost all wiped away. We'll see if it can work its way back up. If it wants to come down here and start to head back up, I'm going to take a swing at it. Step one, though, from the long side, that is. So no, don't go up. Got to come down first. Well, Jesse, you're asking the wrong questions. I don't know how any prop firm would be for you because I don't know your strategy. That's why I really like Take Profit Trader because the rules are so just straightforward. So I don't know. Trade Day could be amazing for you and your strategy, but none of us know your strategy. So you really can't answer that question. Nobody can give you that answer. But like, how are they in the sense of have they been around a while? Yes. Do they pay? Yes. But are they going to be good for you? I have no idea. I don't like the short now. Yeah, I'm looking for a long, but like I said, I want it to first come down here and hit that point. When I used to buy options, my biggest loss, oh my goodness, was $12,600 in less than 20 minutes. Man. But guitar guy, I get it. I will say this. You are very irritated right now. You're very upset. That is good. That tells me you're at least treating this seriously. It is a red flag if you're cooking accounts and then you just like laugh about it. Like, that's not good because I don't think you're probably learning if you're just, making a mockery of it all. So guitar guy, you're clearly feeling it in your bones. So I appreciate that. That tells me you're trying to learn, you're trying to take it seriously, and now you're all disappointed. But I assure you it could be a lot worse. It could have been a $4,500 losing trade, which I've had. Think about that. Like that is never pleasant. For my trading options, my biggest loss was about 30K in 10 minutes. Was that on Tesla, Mark? I think I remember. Didn't you have a run-in with Tesla? I have a problem. It's how the winning and losses count in the eval. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Nero. It was, yeah. Compton, that's deceiving because you don't listen, Compton. That number would be way less, but you keep resetting pro accounts. So that's a little deceptive there, Compton. Again, Take Profit Trader has no consistency rule, ever. Their only consistency rule is just a very basic one and not the one that you would think. So Jesse Wing, Take Profit Trader has zero consistency rule. That's what I mean by a clean set of rules. They don't have a consistency rule. There's no scalping rule. There's no scaling rule. Very, very clean set of rules. I think I might try a breakout here. Okay, I'm going to try a buy at the green line. You did, though. You did reset some, Compton, though. Didn't you reset a 150K one? And that's good, the guitar guy. That's good that you're mad. That tells me you're treating it seriously. If you're just laughing about the accounts being cooked, Then it's like, okay, are you here to actually try to learn, or are you just here to just be a degenerate? Now, if you're like, no, Clay, I'm here to be a degenerate, then okay, at that point, I don't really care. Laugh about it. All I'll say is, hey, code Clay. Consider using code Clay. You know what? Because you're gonna burn a lot of accounts. If you're trying to be serious and then you're feeling bad about it, you're getting upset. That's good. That tells me that you're treating it seriously. Yes, 4 times. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's $6,000, brother. $6,000 for 4 accounts. But it sounds like it sounds like he's realized the error of his ways. This looks kind of good for a long. Trying to get long. Never mind, I guess. Like, what's going on with the price? Barely budging. Correct, Jesse. Yeah. Code Clay, 40% off and no activation fee. That is correct. And I appreciate you your consideration using code Clay. Feed some hungry kids. Code Clay, all caps. Feeds hungry children. No, it's coming back up. That looks good. That looks good. All right, I'm going to try. I'm in. Just in case there's a spike upwards. So I'm long at the blue line. It's right at the top of the screen. Take profit trader. Right at the top of the screen. Oh, come on. All right, I'm out there. Well, I don't know. It was looking good for me for a second, and then boom. All right, have a good one, Legsit. No, I have several accounts going. But yeah, I don't copy trade or anything like that. Oil jumped. Did it? I don't know. Is this about to drop down to here? Maybe. Okay, looking for a short here now. Oh, please don't go up. Don't go up. That'll be very annoying. But my first 10K account? You mean a 100K account? I gave you a hint. BK is dumped. Okay, well, what is that hint? Can you just speak clearly? I really don't feel like, I'm already juggling enough stuff. I really don't feel like trying to be Sherlock Holmes and figure out your mysteries, brother. All right, Stormin. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Iowa's great. Iowa is great. Oh, I've never heard of a 10K account. Interesting. Man, that was an irritating trade. Moved out of Chicago back in 20. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan of. I just don't like traffic. So I mean, it's nothing really against Chicago in regards to. It's just I don't like traffic. So therefore, I don't like Miami. I don't like any big city. Who else? Where else have I been? I remember Miami traffic was nuts. No trades until Papa Paul speaks today. Roger that. Now you're going to go back up? I don't know. It looks good for a long, but... Yeah, I mean, any big city, there's pros and cons to everything. I mean, a big city, you're within walking distance to pretty much everything. But, you know, I do not have any Pro Plus accounts. Nope. Yeah, I've never experienced Los Angeles traffic. Oh, there it goes. Miami traffic is a joke. Come to India or China. Yeah. Maybe me thinking Chicago or Miami is still just like, yeah, you ain't seen nothing. It's range like this in Asia. Yeah. I mean, there's money to be made in ranges, but yeah, never experienced New York City traffic. Anyway, like I said, if you do the, I don't, maybe there's studies out there. If there are, I'd be curious. But like, if you live in a big city, how much of your life is spent in traffic? It's got to be years, right? Club. All right, yeah. Yeah, we're like 40, depends on where in like West Des Moines, we're about 50 minutes away from. But yeah, Des Moines is a great city. Loved them. And we got a Top Golf now. See, that's not good for the confidence at all. I mean, you heard me verbalize it. I was thinking of potentially a long hair. I would have got dumped on again. Yeah. All right. I need to reassess my chart vision right now. Cedar Rapids. All right, Cedar Rapids. That's I'm still learning my geography. Cedar Rapids is what, north, west? Like you're up by South Dakota, right? City traffic. You spend years in traffic in just a few months. Whoops. I hate when I do that. I leave my speaker on and then it records everything. Oh my goodness. My wife just said in Michigan right now, gallon of gas is $3.98. Crazy. And now you come all the way back up. Oh my goodness. This would be tilt. I don't know about tilt session, but because I would have gotten in, I would have gotten stopped out, and then I'd be sitting here watching it bounce right back up after stopping me out. This is some nasty action. What color is VWAP? VWAP is not on my screen right now. There's VWAP right there. In California, I paid $6.09. Yeah. Actually, let's do this. Type where you live and the price per gallon. So I can start things off. I am in Iowa. What is it? Last I saw was $3.19. There we go. Type your location and current price at the pump. PA 359. Michigan. Yep. Gary, that matched up with my wife just said. She said 398. West Palm 3. How is Michigan more expensive than West Palm Beach in gas? Crazy. 314 Missouri. I love Missouri. It's just beautiful cost of living. New Mexico, Georgia, California 6. Texas 2. Stop. Well, wait a second. We have one person say 349 and then you said 260 in Texas. Where do you live in Texas where it's 260? And Houston is a massive oil hub. So how, the real link, are you lying, brother? Or was that a typo? Jim, I don't have time. Okay, Jim's going in timeout. Don't have time for this. $4.44. I would have thought, really? I would have thought Hawaii would have been more. UK Shell 140. Yeah, there's all kinds of math there, newbie, that I'd like to think I could figure it out, but yeah, you got, so it's not even gallons, it's liters, and now we got the euro, or is that the sign for pound? That's the sign for pound, I think. Yeah. Man. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Costco always does have the higher or the lower gas prices. That's true. Look at this. All the way back up here. Acts like it maybe wants to break out right there and then dumps again. Yeah, this is just not it right now. This is just not what the doctor ordered for me. $3.79, but that's at a gas. Yeah. $6.80. I mean, California has great weather. Great weather, but they make you pay for that weather. Dumb money. What did you promise me yesterday? What did you promise me yesterday? Don't fight the trend. What is the trend right now? Let's start there, dumb money. What is the trend right now? Yeah, okay, but what is the trend in your mind? Don't fight the trend. What would you say the trend is right now? Honest question. I have no idea what the trend is right now. I have no idea. You think it's a downtrend right now? I mean, I'm not going to call you crazy for calling it a downtrend because, sure, I mean, it is down from where it was, but right now it's just, I don't know. To me, I don't know. To each their own. Like I said, I'm not going to, like, I can see where you're coming from with the downtrend, but I don't know. If somebody told me this is just sideways chop right now, I can also see up, down, up, down. I don't know. There's a trend line. Do you buy the trend line break? That's the question right now. Or is this just going to be another snap up and then... Yeah, this trend line right here is doing quite a bit of cooking right now. The best friend of the bears, and right now it looks like it did once again smack the price back down a little bit. I don't know. No. That's a forced trade. I'm just getting antsy. I'm trying to draw things in there to find myself trades. Although I will say that trend line is quite valid, actually. Feeling seasick? Yeah. Somebody in the chat said in California it's up over $6. Me and my wife, we don't text dirty with one another. We just text about gas prices, as you can see. Some insight into me texting with my wife. There is no hey baby. It's just, man, gas prices are nuts. Market says down. Gold is crashing crazy right now? Huh? Where gold is crashing crazy right now. Okay, I know you're new, but from here down to here, I'm not sure I'd call that really a crash. When you said it's crashing right now, I was expecting, I don't know. I was expecting not that. False alarm, folks. Okay, here we are, back at the trend line again. Well, first off, welcome. Great to have you. I trade NASDAQ and then gold every now and then. Yeah, but mainly NASDAQ. I don't know if I trust this breakout. Well, yeah, I'll keep an eye on gold. And I've done some oil trades too, but I'm not trying to jump all around all over the place. I'm trying to put those days behind me. I had those days during stocks. One of the great things about futures is you don't have to do a bunch of scanning. You know what you're going to trade every day because every day the same thing gives you multiple opportunities. All right, well, there is, I guess, officially, finally, a breakout of that trend line. Watch this thing. In fact, do I want to get that fancy? I'm thinking, do I want to try a short here? Because I could see this in this chop, all of a sudden this being a totally fake breakout and then back down to even maybe here. Well, if I am going to do that, I'm not going to do it with 3 contracts. That'd be a little too fancy. I'm going to try it though. Okay. Short right there. Again, just the psychology of, is this just some nasty, nasty fake breakout where it once again fools the bulls and then is going to come back down and I'll try to maybe play it from the short side. Gas cost $8.36 a gallon here in Finland. Is that, I would assume, Cat Paps, that a lot of that has to do with, like, you have gas taxes, I would assume? Right now. How much of that comes from, like, a gas tax? Finland gas tax. Do they have one? Finland has some, oh, there we go. Finland has some of the highest fuel taxes in Europe, with taxes constituting approximately 65.4% of the price of unleaded gasoline. Holy smokes. So please, everybody, well, why don't we do things like Finland and the Scandinavian countries where everything is free over there? Nothing is free. There are no free lunches. The Finns, I think that's how you say it. They're paying for all the free stuff via a 65.4% of the, that's, yeah, there you go. There you go. There is nothing is free. Free does not exist. Now that's robbery. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying it is robbery. I'm just saying when people look at other countries and they're like, well, they get healthcare for free. They get this for free and that for free. It's like, no, that's not free. You're paying for it in other ways. And here we're witnessing it right now. They're paying for all that free stuff with, what did he say? Did I really see $8 a gallon? $8.36 a gallon, yes. Your healthcare is free as you drive to the hospital and pay $8.36 a gallon, right? I'm paying taxes 50% in Finland. There you go. Why don't they just increase the minimum? Yeah, we covered that a while ago, Ape. I'm going to be running for president, and I'm going to solve poverty. Do you know how I'm going to solve poverty? Are you ready for my presidential platform? $500 per hour minimum wage. There we go. Solved. Poverty no more in America. Minimum wage $500 per hour. There we go. Problem solved. It's that easy. Oh, look at that. Okay, here's where I was thinking of the short. Come back down, or is it gonna? Okay, if it bounces up and then comes back down, I'm gonna try a short right here. But I want to see this bounce up a little bit more first. Then yeah, I'm gonna totally try that short that I was just talking about. I think Scandinavians are the happiest people in the world. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those studies. Like, by what metric do you measure happiness with? No. I will. They very well may be, but I think defining happiness, like how do you? That seems kind of gray. Well, I'm glad I did not just short right here and waited for confirmation, because yes, I'd be not feeling too good about that decision. Wow, what is this? It's almost like there's a big announcement at 2 p.m. today. It's almost like that. Okay, come on, Razorback. You know what I'm getting at. How they feel. Again, in an empirical data, like empirically, like with numbers, with like actual like substance, how do you define any of that stuff? I think there's a lot of wiggle room, is my point. From like a statistical, numerical thing, how do you define happiness? Wouldn't short here, Clay. That's the Brazil V. Yeah, that's true. That is the Brazil VWAP 30-day variation from last month. Correct. Yes, good point. Are you kidding me? Now you're... Okay. I think whatever. If you sucker me in, then I deserve it. But I'm getting short here. Red line, trying to get short. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. Like, that's got to have bummed out the bulls, right? There we go. Come on. Come on, bulls. Give up the white, wave the white flag. You're all disappointed now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Keep waving the white flag. Keep waving it. Wave it some more. Wave it some more. There we go. I'll take that. Scoop, scoop. Okay, now is this a long down here? We're at the bottom of this range here. So now let's not. So maybe a long here. That's so dirty. Think about the people that bought the break. Oh, crap. Okay, finally. Coming back down and then, whoosh, nope, now we're dumping. So obvious. Such an obvious short. Dang. Okay, well, you let us know the next obvious trade, and I'll be ready, Jesus. But here's the thing is, around here, you don't just get to say stuff like that. You have to actually give us trade plans. So the next obvious trade, we need to trade, we'll need 3 numbers from you. An entry point, a stop loss, and a target. Can you give us those 3 numbers with the next obvious trade you see? Short here. Okay. Stop 920. Okay. Well, I'm glad you have a stop, Jesus, because that reveals that there is nothing obvious. Because if something was obvious, you would not need a stop. I can smell the bulls bleeding, sir. Okay, I no, you cannot. If that was the case, sir, you would not be using a stop loss. Again, I'm glad you're using a stop loss because that reveals you actually don't know. Like, it's not as obvious as what you appear, right? Interest rates are being published at 2 p.m. Eastern. Yes, you do have to use a stop loss. My point is this. If you find yourself using the term obvious, that may be where your confidence has crept into cockiness. Because we do as traders, you've got to be a confident trader. You can't trade scared. But you also can't trade cocky, because that'll get you in trouble too. So you got to be confident but not cocky. Where is that line? Again, welcome to what makes trading so challenging. But I think that's probably one of the signs that you have crossed from confident into cocky when you're like, man, that's obvious. I hear you though. I mean, I could see if this thing lets loose. I can. Well, you said the lows. Yeah, I don't know about coming down to the lows, but yeah, if this current area here fails, I can see something like that. Okay, I'm gonna buy. All right, have a good one, Ape. Attempting long here. Yeah, maybe. I always say the 50K is a good one to start at. You may not end up liking the 50K, but I think it's a good starting spot. But there is nothing magical about the account size. Some people love the 25K, other people hate the 25K. Some, I don't know if Greg's here. Greg loves the 75K. In my mind, I don't understand that, but that's okay. But yes, as far as if you're just getting started, I think the 50K is a good one to just start with and see, and then kind of maneuver from there. I'm holding 3 NQ long, all right. You're welcome. Yeah, and if you go take Private Trader, really any prop firm, if you want to help support the stream, code Clay will give you the current promotions at any of the prop firms. So I appreciate it. You are welcome. I am thinking about a little short right here. I'd like to see it hit the trend line and then come down and then try a short, but maybe that's gonna not. Maybe that's too big of a requirement. Yeah. Still, right here is the key. We'll just bring this down. This seems to be the key break right there. Or if this thing has any chance. Again, there's no guarantees, but you got to think if it can break here, there's a realistic chance it at least gets down to test the overnight low. But this area has been very stubborn and is seemingly continuing to be stubborn. Tempting was the operative word, and operative words are important. All right, I might go into no, I want to see it bounce up more, and then I might try a short here, which I know. Well, wait, Clay, it hasn't broken I know. I'm going to try to maybe anticipate the breakdown, but I want to see this bounce up some more. There you go, perfect. All right, I'm going to try it. Risky because yes, I have zero confirmation that it's going to actually want to break that yellow line, but I'm going to try to anticipate it, and we'll see what happens. But this might bite me. If that red line turns blue, I am in. Okay. Well, smart pupil, like, what are you making? Like thousands of, like, how much are you making per day? Like, in other words, is that even relevant to you? Like, you're like, man, I'm usually averaging $20,000 a day. Well, now the bounce. Well, thank you for not filling me. Well, if it comes back down, that could still look even that much more spicy. This is on a challenge. I don't know. Take Profit Trader has the 50% consistency rule, but that's just, I mean, that's just so you can't YOLO and pass on one trade. But yeah, I don't think Apex has anything like that. But I use Take Profit Trader. All right, I'm gonna try it again. All right, here we go. Maybe. Three candles in a row now. We're that 21 EMA. That green line has rejected the price, but it's still just a question of can this rejection actually push it down through this area of support. Okay, I'm in. Come on, come on. Flush, flush. Again, risky trade in the sense of I never had any confirmation that it broke down through that yellow line. So yes, I can't really play the victim card at all if this just does what it's doing right now. And I am short. Do I want to add more now? I mean, that would be the fourth rejection in a row. Like what? How many rejections could this thing have without actually breaking down? I think I have to add. Like if this is another rejection, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm adding again. Or not again. I will add for the first time. Again, fourth rejection in a row. Come on, Bears. At some point, the Bulls have got to wave the white flag, right? Put out some targets here just in case there is some sort of quick snap flush. Come on. And looking to add at the red line. So technically adding to, okay, I added. Come on now, let's go. Look how beautiful this looks. Another rejection. Come on, Bears. Get through that yellow line. Go. Go. Come on, break it, break it. Okay, come on. Trigger some momentum. What is... Ugh. Come on. Just be patient with it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go! Let loose. All right, I'm out. What a crock. I think I lost, whatever. And there it goes. Doggone it. Yeah, when I added though, and I know a lot of you already know this, but when I add, then I need the price to start to move relatively come on. Even that, okay. It went down and then that fast snap back up. Bleh. Isn't it weird that I'm having a yo-yo results on a very kind of choppy day like this? I'm green, then I'm red, then I'm green, then I'm red. Just yo-yo, yo-yo. Okay, best bite. This is your final warning. Either give a trade plan or you're banned because you're a clear troll. I'm trying to give you enough opportunity to show that maybe you're not a troll, but I'm at about 80% you are a troll. I know, man, you hate after the fact lessons, but this time you did wrong. Yes, yeah, thank you. Yeah, in hindsight. I know. Clay, you should have held 8 seconds more. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks. Where were you before that? Saying, Clay, hold 8 seconds more. How come nobody ever tells me to hold 8 seconds more beforehand? It's always after the fact. Clay, you should have held 8 seconds more. It's weird how that works. This green, the 21 EMA, it is flexing its muscles right now. So finally going to let loose, though. I love these people, Clay, because it's guaranteed they'll always be in a trade. Yeah, yeah. This looks stressful. What looks stressful? You're going to have to define this. Trading looks stressful. This setup looks stressful. This current action is stressful. All right, Andy, I like that. That's some quality analysis and thoughts there. Dude, just buy FOMC till next... Oh, good grief. Please don't tell me FOMC is some, small cap piece of garbage. Here we go. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and pass. Thank you, though. Do you adjust your take profit levels to match the market? Well, yeah. I don't do I have nothing mechanical. I'm not first target is always, I'm just making this up, 12 points. No, because some days 12 points doesn't make any sense at all. So yes, I am. Everything is based on the chart. There you go, Ty. This looks stressful, but buying a piece of garbage, small cap, who are these people? Let's check out the daily. But yeah, buying something like this is supposed to not be and then having to hold for 2 weeks is not okay. That to me looks very stressful. Buying a steaming turd like this and needing to hold for 2 weeks seems kind of stressful. AMC, yeah, is AMC, has it hit 100,000 yet? Or is that what? Yeah, I'm pretty sure AMC was supposed to be going to 100,000. Don't reset it, Compton. Small cap, they have $2 trillion in assets. Here's what always makes me chuckle. Okay, so Waffles, why is Wall Street not notice this? Like, you don't think Wall Street analysis and investment bankers, blah, 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 you don't think that they've drawn the conclusions that you have? It's Freddie Mac. Yeah. And what I see is Freddie Mac being at sub $5. I love how people are like, it's so obvious that in 2 weeks you'll double your money. Do you not think that some people on Wall Street, if that was the case, would like, I don't know. Anyways, small cap people make me laugh. Yeah, I did zoom out. Listen, dude, I'm an old, yeah, zoom out. Yeah, it's doing great. Yes, fantastic. Wow. Hey, man, if you want to trade that stuff, go for it. But, I mean, you're not going to get away with around here acting as if you know that in 2 weeks you're going to double your money. Like, that's not going to fly around here. We are baboons, but we're not that big of baboons. I don't care, Roscoe Waffles. Go do your degenerate swing trade. You don't have to justify anything here, but my only point to you is stop acting as if you know where it's going to be 2 weeks from now, because you don't know. Nobody knows. I traded for 2 years under $5. Can't lose. Uh-huh. Hey, cool and serious. I'm losing my rear today. Can't get any trades to work. Yeah, it is. But myself included, none of us can really play the victim. We know the Fed announcement is today, and every single time, well, I don't know about every single time. That's a strong word. The vast majority of the time, this is what the price action's like across the board. Whether you're trading stocks right now or options, it's just choppy action. It's almost like the market's waiting to see what the Fed does. So, yeah, I mean, as I sit here and kind of like, oh, this is that's just me playing an unjustified victim card. Like, I should not be shocked by this. It is Fed day. Did you say not to reset after a blowing account? No, I said not to reset your pro account. If you blow a pro account and you reset that is very expensive. But yes, if you blew a test account, yeah, just reset it for $100. All right, have a good one, Andy. I did not know that this was the game. Okay, I'm in now. I know. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Only reset on one. Correct. Yeah. No, that's not true. With Take Profit Trader, you can reset and you still have the promo attached to it. So yeah, I'm not sure what little wagon, little wing. I'm not little Wang Janin. You got a little Wang. But yeah, that is not true. Whenever you use a code, the code is locked into that account unless you cancel it. Little Wang. He's got a little Wang, it sounds like. Tempted to go long here? Yeah, so am I. So am I, brother. Ooh, yeah. I'm glad I just glanced. Okay, no, I'm going to have to pass on the 5 minute here. I mean, we're right at the 50 period. So this is, again, no guarantees. But this is a very credible area where it could get rejected right off that purple line, which is what's, there you go. So yeah, no thanks on the long now in the 2 minute. I reset the 50K. I had to pay. What did you check? Okay. Did you check in your credits? You should have had a credit. If you did not have a credit, then you should have reached. You should still reach out to him. Reach out to him. If you use the code with that account, reach out to them. They'll refund it back to you. I don't know. Cranky Bits, that is a good question with unknown answer. Brian, who's here, he had one account and he got over $20,000 in payouts and was never taken a Pro Plus. Philly, I don't know if Philly's here right now, has been absolutely crushing it. And as far as I'm aware, he has still not been taking a Pro Plus. So I don't know. I don't think there's any necessarily hardline answer to that. Yeah, Philly, is that still right? You have not been taking a Pro Plus? I might try a short here just based off that 5 minute. So I'm going to try a short right there. Stop is the green line. Again, this is mainly based off that 5 minute, as I was just showing you, that 50 period set moving average. Again, Little Wang, just reach out to Take Profit Trader. Say, hey, I used the code. The code told me that I was not supposed to pay a reset. And you can just say either I didn't have the credit or I missed the credit. They're good about that. They'll refund you back that 130. Are there files with rules? I'm not sure what you mean by files with rules. Yeah, you're welcome. Today is Jerome Powell's last. Oh, is it his last one? Okay, here we go. Looking for a short. Let's come up here a little bit more. There we go. Looking for a short at the red line. This is mainly, not mainly, it is pretty much based on the 5 minute. We have that purple line right there, 50 period, something moving average. So we'll see if it does ultimately want to reject the price back down. Wonder why my 50 EMA is so off from yours. Well, because I'm not using the 50 EMA, Steve. I'm using the SMA. That'd be my guess. Oh, man. I hope Mantool shows up again today. What are you talking about? Hey, Zeus, your stop is at 920, right? You got short down around here, if I remember right, and you said your stop was up here. So you were getting potentially close to getting stopped out, but you're still in your trade. Exactly, yeah. Do you believe in risk reward? Oh, you must mean reward. Yes, I do. Well, I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but yes, generally speaking, the risk and reward should always be considered. And looking to get short at the red line. Stop is the green line. Still have about an hour and a half until the big news. Are there doc files with rules? Yeah, doc files? What do you mean doc files? I don't know. Go to their. Have you been to their website? I want to say no because the rules are pretty straightforward, but I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about. And now it's dropping back down. Hey, if you're enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that'd be great. See if we can get a bit of a momentum run in the likes up to 200 likes, only 19 away. So if you are, if there are 19 people out there that are enjoying enough to hit that like button, it is appreciated. FOMC rate decision at 2 p.m. will change the market. You'd think so. You would think so. Yeah, that's so true, Ty. Why do they even put rules? Half the people don't, I mean, probably more than half don't read them. Again, Compton, I'm not going into that route at all. That is between you and your tax advisor. All I will say is if you are making money in the markets, you will have to pay taxes on it. But beyond that, talk to your local tax professional. Scott, you're a sweetheart, Scott. I use code Clay. Feels good to feed hungry children. And you fed them. You fed them all right. I cannot, Zoro, because I don't know. I have a code for trade day, but I use Take Profit Trader. So yeah, I'm not going to be much help in there. I'm not going to, I mean, like I said, I have a code with Trade Day, but I personally use, and I like Take Profit Trader. I guess the market is sideways until, yeah, which is pretty typical. I was able to withdraw 4,500, but yeah. So it sounds like that's something you'd want to run by your tax professional. Compton, are you leaving money in your wallet? Correct. Yes, thank you, Zoro. Code Clay, all caps. Yes. And I appreciate that, Zoro. You considering using it. That'd be great. Yeah, good job. Relax. Yeah, go for it. If I reset a test, does it use code Clay again or just... No, on Take Profit Trader, when you reset an account, it's $100. No matter what account size, it's $100. And yes, you do not need to put in the code. It just automatically does it. Okay. Yeah, that's good, Compton. I just asked about that because once you move the money from your account into your wallet, that is still not a taxable event. So you could still use that money in your wallet to buy more accounts. So you're at 100% purchasing power. But as soon as you move the money from your wallet into your bank account, that triggers a 1099 and you'll have to pay taxes on that money. So if you do that, so if you take the money from your account, put it in your wallet, and then put it in your wallet into your bank account, and then you go and you buy more accounts, that was very inefficient because now you are paying, you're using money that just was hit with taxes. Therefore, it's no longer at 100% purchasing power. So that is a nice thing with Take Profit Trader and any other prop firms that have a wallet is at least, again, I can only speak for Take Profit Trader. When you just have the money in your wallet, there has been no taxable event yet. So if you know you want to buy more accounts because you want to get up to the 5 accounts and copy trade, blah, 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 just keep money in your wallet because there's no taxes that have hit that money yet. But as soon as you transfer it from your wallet to your bank account, that is where the taxes hit you. And you're losing some of your purchasing power. Clay, do you know if pro, it works the same as live? I know. I don't know that. I'm not sure on that one. All right. Well, I'll cancel this trade plan out since it did not trigger. Yeah, so again, that's one of those things that there's a bunch of just little small things that make Take Profit Trader. Like I said, I think they're the best in the business. And that wallet is just one of those little tricks of efficiency. If you know you're going to buy more accounts, well, then keep money in your wallet. And I will try a long down here if this does want to. So I will look to try to play a bounce off of this area. It's bounced there and there and there. So can we get bounce number 4? So I guess would this be like a quadruple bottom? Money in your wallet is taxable. No, it's not. They do not send you a 1099 for money that is in your wallet, Benjamin. That is just not true. The only time what they send you a 1099 for is anything that they have literally paid you, aka sent to your bank account. So, brother, I hit profit target in my 50K account day 3 4. Correct, exactly. Yep, just rookie, just one MNQ, buy, sell as fast as you can, and there you go. Okay, well, Benjamin, as far as I am aware, Benjamin, the amount you get with a 1099 is what they literally sent to your bank account. Yeah. And what I'm saying is that's the impression I have, what Philly just said. Like, Benjamin. Okay, the difference with that is that was the Pro Plus account. As I already said, I don't know how that works. Again, with the Pro Plus, it might be different. I'm not talking about the Pro Plus, because let's face it, 97% of the people here are not in the Pro Plus. I'm talking about the Pro account. And I don't know, Benjamin, how much did you request last year from Take Profit Trader? Not in your wallet. How much did you request? I have a sneaky suspicion that the amount you requested from your wallet into your bank account is the exact number that's on the 1099 form that they sent you. Okay, Benjamin, I'm not sure why you're arguing about this. Can you answer that question? Well, Benjamin, have you ever even gotten payouts from Take Profit Trader? Let's just start there. And when I say gotten a payout, I mean, have you taken any money from your wallet and transferred it to your bank account? Yes. Whoa. Oh, I'm scared. What happened? I'm out. Whoa. I got filled in the blink of an eye. Yeah, that was a green trade. Holy smokes. Okay. And Benjamin, how much money did you request from your wallet into your bank account last year? How much? Okay. Yeah, that was one of these trades right there. Yeah, I'm having a discussion with you, Benjamin. I'm asking you questions. How much did you request? Okay. So whatever that exact number was, how much did they send you a 1099 for? Was it that exact amount? Trading too easy. GGG. Okay, Jesus, stop. This is your final warning. People like you are so obnoxious. You act like, oh, I knew all that sort of stuff, yet you're using a stop loss. Just stop acting that way, Jesus. Oh, it's so easy, blah, blah. No, it's not. Stop, Jesus. It's not a good look. I don't know, maybe around your bros you hang out with, you can get away with such nonsense, but not here, brother. I don't care that you said it. You act as if you knew it was going to happen. That's the point of contention here. You behaving as if you knew it was going to happen now. Like, oh, that was too easy. Yeah, if it was so easy, why'd you ever have a stop loss in the first place? Okay, Jesus is gone. If this guy's going to be that, we'll put him in timeout. If his brain cannot understand what I'm saying, well, that's on him. Yes, same number. Yes, same number. Every dollar I requested be sent. Okay, well, that's not how it worked for me then, Benjamin, so I'm not sure. Yeah, the amount that is reported to the IRS would be the number on the 1099, Philly. I think is what you're saying, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, because that's literally what they are reporting. Like that, yeah, I mean, the income that they count to you is the income that you've requested. Listen, all I'm saying, Benjamin, all I'm saying is I am going to report the number that is on the 1099 that they send me. And as Philly is saying and echoing what I'm saying, yes, and that number is whatever number you request for them to send to your wallet. Okay, here we go. Maybe a short here as it snaps straight back, but I might be willing to take that risk that this is not going to be one of these situations that just goes straight back up. But if it does, so be it. Yeah, Raspberry. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I appreciate Raspberry Philly. You guys. I mean, maybe you guys can explain it to him in another way that because I'm clearly failing to try to convey what I'm trying to convey, but I don't know. Maybe you guys can have a more accurate discussion or a more fruitful discussion. Thank you, yeah. Thank Todd, Rick, yeah, all of you trying to help out. That's why I like this place. You guys are seeing that I'm failing miserably to try to have a fruitful discussion, so you guys are stepping in. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Maybe you guys can have a little bit more success. That drop took my cookies. That was quite the drop. What's funny though is this big old move that we're like, whoa, went from 90 down to let's just call it 30. So a 60-point drop. But like last week and the past, like 2 weeks ago, like 60 points were like routine single candles. But now we're all like, whoa, look at these two candles, huge, 60 points. Which kind of just goes to show how, yeah, things are a little bit slower. I'm completely intimidated to start. Oh, well, don't be intimidated. Well, yes, be intimidated, John, but in a good way. Just don't show up thinking like this is get rich quick. Anything's easy. There's nothing easy about trading, John. So I'm glad you're intimidated, but just be intimidated in the way of, okay, I'm going to have to buckle down and get ready to work hard. But don't be intimidated in the way of, geez, I'm not even going to do it. Don't be that intimidated. Just realize that, yeah, it's not easy. There's a lot of things that go into it. Yep, exactly, Zorro. Which is why a very good question to ask somebody that'll expose a scammer real quick. Anybody that's portraying to have a system, a strategy, a concept, a model, whatever cool sounding words you want to use, a bot, just say, hey, what environments does your strategy not work in? And if they're like, oh no, mine works in all environments. Red flag. What do you mean your strategy works in very choppy markets, but also beautifully trending markets? Like what, huh? Really? I don't think so. Yeah, cranky bits. Like I said, this conversation has nothing to do with the Pro Plus. That's not probably apples to apples. I'm talking strictly just in your Pro account. Oh, Jason, why? Jason, if you just try it once, I promise you're gonna be like, oh man, futures are so much better than stocks. Yes, thank you, Micah. The Fed decision is at 2 p.m. Eastern. That is correct. All right, I'm thinking about maybe a short here. If it comes up here and bumps its head, yep, a little bit more, a little bit more. There we go. Hit that pink line. Let's see if it wants to bump its head back down. Now if it goes up, getting close. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. If it goes up through that green line, then I'll have to reassess because that green line right now is going to be my stop if I get filled. And I am not fit. Oh my goodness, how did I not? Okay. And I am fit. There we go, filled. All right, let's see if it wants to come back down. Have a couple initial targets down there. Come on, hit that first target. Thank you. Let's make sure this is a winning trade now. Put my stop right there. Put out a couple more targets down there if this wants to keep on bleeding down. And stopped out. Okay. Yes, I am getting very, very aggressive with these stops because at least for me, this has been a very, very aggressive excuse me, a very choppy environment where I don't think any of us now would be shocked if all of a sudden this thing goes green, right? It was coming down, and then if it comes back up, that'd be kind of par for the course. I'm just worried about the margin sizes. Again, Jason, that's the beautiful thing about prop firms is you don't have to worry about any of this margin stuff. You don't have to do any complicated math. I hear you. I really do. And this is what I appreciate and what you'll appreciate. So here's the only math you need to know. For $102, you get 50K in buying power. For that buying power, you can get up to 6 NQ contracts, and these ones move very, very quickly, or 60 MNQ type contracts. That's all the math. You don't have to do any margin calculations, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. That's what $102 gets you. $102 gets you the ability to go up to 6 NQs or 60 MNQs. That's the only math you need to know. Very straightforward. Looks like you just came in from shoveling snow. No, I'm just wearing a t-shirt, that's all. I'm a dude that trades from home and doesn't really feel like getting dressed up too much. Well, as it coming back down, I will be interested in a long down around here. Choices now. Do I try double bottom here? Do I wait for it to maybe try something down here? Maybe like a fake break double bottom? Maybe I'll try that, the fake break double bottom. Where it is actually a double bottom, but it needs to actually fake break down below these lows first. And then put a stop. I don't like that because now my stop is right above the... Let me think about it. However, you should know that these prop accounts are very easy to blow up. Yes, just like exactly. Just like using your own funds are very easy to blow up. 100% agree there, Jack Trades. That is why I think people are crazy that use their own funds to trade futures. Because futures move, and they're no joke the way they move. So yes, it's also very easy to blow up your own money. Which, again, is the power of prop firms. Prop firms, their superpower is the ability to reduce consequences. You can have the same exact learning lesson, but you can have very different consequences. So I agree with you there, brother. But that is a two-way street. You seem to be implying that only prop firms are very easy to blow up. It's like, no, it's that's across the board. Before I did prop firms, I burned like 3,500 in 2 hours. Well, that's lightweight. As I was showing earlier, I don't remember exactly how long this trade lasted, but it wasn't very long. And I roasted $4,500 in like probably 5 minutes. So sit down, Tim. Sit down. Get your $3,500 in 2 hours. I'm at $4,500 in like 5 minutes, brother. I think I want to try a short down here now. And then I can put my stop right here. So it's just kind of a continuation, or I want back out. So looking for a short at the red line. I'm going to put my stop right here if I get filled, and we'll see if this momentum... Ooh, I love that candle, brother. Love that candle, brother. Okay, I'm moving this up now. Okay, well, never mind. Now my risk profile is... Okay, now I might as well just go back to potentially a trade right around here. So I'll short right there. Stop up there. A little bit more. There we go. I don't know. Choices. We have this overnight low, which is already rejected it, but then we have the 21 EMA. So I don't know. Should I be down here? I'm going to go up there a little bit. Sanu trade. Hey, hello, Sanu. What do you think is going to happen with interest? I think they're going to stay the same, from my understanding. I can't imagine them lowering them. Ooh, you're going to come all the way back down? The problem is I don't know where to put my stop. If I put my stop above that candle, now I'm basically right in front of the overnight low. So then if I get it above the overnight low, now I'm right in front of the 21 EMA. So if I moved up there to get above, now I have a huge risk profile. So this is the calm before the storm. I don't know. What is the expectation? I don't really think there's any uncertainty. Okay, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like the vast expectation is no cut. Is that true or no? Because if that is the vast expectation, then I don't think the markets are going to be necessarily surprised. Now, if the vast expectation is no cut and then they raise rates or cut them, that would be a surprise. So that would create some very spicy markets. It's vastly same rate. Okay, right. What I'm asking though is how can, like, how strong of an expectation? Is it like 99% expectation? Is that true, Acro, or did you just make that stat up? Oh, okay. So it is 99%. Okay. Okay. So no rate. So then it becomes, I think the speech will be a lot more important, which is at what, 230 is the speech? Which I also argue is, I think, the most risky spot, because when he's saying that, when he's doing the speech, that's where things become unknown. We all know right now things will get spicy at 2 p.m. We all know that because that's when the announcement's coming. But then during the speech, you don't know when spice might show up because you don't know what he's going to say and when he's going to say it. So the speech is actually way, way, way more tricky than the announcement itself, because we at least know things will get spicy at 2 p.m. Inflation rising in his eyes. Well, I think inflation is rising, isn't it? %98.9% on CME. Okay. Yeah. So any sort of cut or increase would definitely be a huge shock. So that could get the market moving really crazy. But will he be wearing a purple tie? Yeah, starts at the pump prices. Everything else follows. Yeah, agreed, Michael. Yeah, they're going to be more so on what he has to say. And yeah, how he says it too. I blew a TPD funded account after being deep in... Oh, no. So were you building buffer, Lance? I'm not trying to rub salt in the issue, but maybe we can get some learning lessons from this. You had a funded account. You were deep in payout territory. Okay, so you were building buffer then, Lance? Okay, okay, this is a potential short here. Can't talk right now, brother. Okay, I'm in. Take that scalpy scalp. I may enter back in again, though. Whoa, no, I don't want to. Okay, let me get that. Let me get that stop out of there, brother. Okay, what's the 21 EMA here? 81. So what I'm looking at over here on the 5, we have the 21 EMA there, which right here did do a good job. So that's right there at about 82. So let's check 82 over here on the 2 minute. Oh, please tell me that's 82. 84, close enough. All right, there we go. I'm going to go short there. So we basically have on the 5 minute, I'm shorting essentially the 21 EMA. And then here on the 2 minute, I'm shorting basically the 50 SMA. So do these things mean that there will be a guaranteed resistance there? Of course not. No guarantees. But I'll take a swing at it. How far over buffer were you, Lance? Definitely not a hot short. What do you mean definitely not a hot short? Yeah, Kenny, you can have as many test accounts as you want. The max pro accounts is 5, so you can have up to 5 pro accounts and copy trade those. But as far as tests are concerned, you can have as many. Okay, yeah. Like I said, Lance, and I hate to... But that's just one of those things where that's why I'm on team. If I'm owed money, I'm taking the payout. I'm not building buffer because, man, I hate to hear that, Lance, because you got to be feeling pretty rough right now to know, like, man, I had I could have gotten more payouts, but I decided to leave it in there to build buffer, and then you cooked it all. So it's not, I'm not saying Lance did anything wrong because we're all different. But here's the question that somebody told me, and I was like, yeah, that's perfect, is do you build buffer or do you take the payout? Well, when you go on tilt, how bad does it get? Meaning, if you got $3,000 of buffer in your account and you lose your mind and go on tilt, the question is, will the $3,000 save you? My answer to that is no. Unfortunately, when I go on tilt bad, and I don't care if I have $3,000 buffer, that account is getting burnt down. So because of that, why leave the $3,000 in there and keep it in harm's way? I'm just paying myself anything that's owed. So again, I'm not saying that Lance was wrong, or if you build buffer, you're wrong. I'm just saying I think that's a good question where you got to be honest with yourself. If I go on tilt, how bad are my tilt sessions? Are we all at different degrees? But how bad is my tilt session? And if yours can get really, really bad, well, then is a couple extra $1,000 in your buffer actually going to prevent anything? For me, no. Therefore, I'm just going to take the money. Oh, sorry to hear that, K. Kim. Does that make sense? Hopefully, everybody. I think that's a great way of looking at it. Again, I'm not saying that nobody should build buffer. It's a matter of how bad does the tilt session actually get. If you're very good at maybe, because we all go on tilt from time to time, but if you're super good at recognizing tilt and getting the tilt under control, then yeah, maybe a buffer is going to allow you to kind of right the ship and everything will be fine. But yeah, I'm not that way. How do counter trailer draw? Yeah, go for base hits. Beat the trailing drawdown with base hits. That's all. Yes, trailing drawdown could be a problem if you're one of these guys that's like, I want a home run or nothing. No. Take base hits, and then after you hit the buffer, the trailing drawdown stops, and if you want to go back to join for home runs, then go for it. But what I like about that is it will cause people to realize the power of base hits. Because I think a lot of people, in their mind, which I can understand why, they don't think base hits add up. But then if they're forced to kind of start to do some base hits, they're like, oh, wow, base hits add up shockingly quickly. Hey, thank you, Nas. I've noticed some props really take a long time. I don't know, Tyler. I've only ever used Take Profit Trader. And yes, for the vast majority of the time, they are very, very fast. Yeah, you hit 300 in ML. Yeah, not only 300, not only do you make millions, you're probably in the Hall of Fame too. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Yeah, then you're just working with house money anyways. I'm new to trading, so I don't know and understand what base hits are. Just very basic trades. Like, okay, I want to get in here, and then I want all this on the downside. Okay, that's going for home runs. But like getting short here and, I don't know, locking in something right there, just take, 10 points, 15 points. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Lance. But you know what? On the bright side, congrats. Congrats. You know that you can get yourself into payout territory. That's something that you can build upon. Yeah, CL sell, yeah. Just take them as they come. All right, we are about an hour and 1 minute away from the 2 p.m., which if you are with, I think a lot of prop firms probably not allowed to trade it. Certainly with Take Profit Trader, if you're in a pro account, you are not allowed to trade it, meaning can't be in at 1:59 p.m., 2 p.m., or 2:01 p.m. Yeah, anything can happen at any time. You're absolutely right. And that's why I think people that are using their own funds to trade futures are nutso, especially with the guy we have as our president who likes to tweet. Wow. All right, now down we come here. Okay, I'm seeing if it maybe wants to do a little bit of... No, okay. I was like, wait, did I miss a short up there? But I was like, no, my short was like up here anyway. So no, I didn't miss it. Okay. If this wants to go green a little bit and then starts to come back down, I'm going to try a short here. But like I said, I want to see this come up green more than what it has here. No, got to be more green than that, brother. What is commission for each trade? On Take Profit Trader, commission is on the micros, 25 cents to buy per contract, 25 cents to sell per contract. So 50 cents round trip. On the minis, $2.50 to buy, $2.50 to sell per contract. So $5 round trip. So very, very minimal. Very, very minimal given how fast futures can move. Yeah. All right, let's think about these longs here now. Yeah, I said the fake break, like fake break double bottom. Let's see what happens. There we go. Try a long down here. Again, I'm looking for, I could see some people, which, I mean, they're not wrong, saying, all right, let's try a double bottom. I'm looking for a fake break double bottom where it initially breaks, but then is actually just a fake down. And I think hopefully it stops faking right there. But if it's a real breakdown, this is going to be a losing trade. Come on. And I'm in. There we go. Little scalpy scalp on the fake double bottom breakdown. Next long, let's see. Down here. Okay. I am catching a knife right now. There's no need to lie to myself about it. I am currently trying to catch a knife. Oh my goodness, it bounced right off what I wanted. Okay, never mind on that. Well, I guess here's the ultimate double bottom. White line is the low of the day. All right, I'm going to try. I'm going to get spicy. Okay, here we go. Fake break double bottom here. Now, the price can never get below that white line because the white line, again, just dictates the low of the day. But as of now, congrats. Anybody that just flat out play the double bottom, well, assuming you're a scalpy scalper, if you just tried the double bottom, you did get the bounce of, you got about what? Potentially 11, about 9-ish points so far. Not bad for a scalpy scalp. Doggone it. No, Carlos. Once you are liquidated, once your account, you break a rule, it's game over for that account, which is why there's always that discussion. Do you take the payout or do you build buffer? Because if you're deciding to build buffer and then you blow the account, that means, no, they're not going to be like, well, technically speaking, you had some buffer, so we'll give you, no. That's not how it works. And nor should it work that way. All right, do I try a short if it, just kind of the, let's see how it behaves. So I'm interested in a short here now. I shorted the breakdown and covered. Nice job, Neil. Hey, Johnny. You're long? All right. Well, I'm looking to get short, but got to first see how it bounces up. Hey, if you're enjoying in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, it helps. It makes a big difference. So if you could hit that like button, I understand it may not seem like it's doing much because it's such a simple little thing to do, but it does help. It does make a difference. V-shape incoming. All right, Greg, let's calm down. Short at 854. BIR? What's BIR stand for? I'm going to try a short here, and I can put my stop right above here. See if this is just some kind of dead cat bounce here. Now, if it comes up through here, I'll have to reassess the situation. Okay, never mind. maybe next level for a potential short up around there. If the account is blown, it means you have no more buffer. Yeah, exactly, Benjamin. Yes. Yes, there is. Yeah, exactly. There is nothing to give if you blow an account because it is all gone. Well, I mean, I'm not. I would never use the word always because everybody's different. Always is a very strong word. For some people, maybe the smartest thing they can do is have some buffer in there. Airlines have huge financial losses from flight cancellation. Reporting. All right, sounds like John Smith though is about to go short the airlines. Unrealized gains can blow an account. Correct. Yeah, which is one of the things I love about prop firms. Prop firms will force you to learn the very valuable rule against holding and hoping. I heard a saying, always pull out if you don't want to have regrets. I guess that depends. That depends what we're talking about. No, they'll eventually make you go to a Pro Plus account, which is good, which is why I like Take Profit Trader, because they actually have their business model makes sense to me about how it can be viable. Other prop firms that never send you to the live markets, it's like, that gets a little sketchy. So I can, do you still have the account, Lance? I mean, you do have to let the day finish or the session finish and for them to update their platform, but yeah. Yeah, the pro account is still in the sim. The test and the pro are in simulated environments. That's why a lot of people don't want to actually go to Pro Plus because the fills aren't necessarily always as good. No, I mean, before I blew it, I thought maybe you can just take profit and have account bounce back to. Yeah, I'm not sure what. So if you're let's say you're at $2,000 and that's your buffer, and you're at $2,500, you're $500 above buffer. So you could pay yourself $500, and now your new buffer going in the next day would be $2,000. But if you don't pay yourself, your buffer is going to be $2,500. But maybe I might be misunderstanding what he's saying. Oh, wow. So fills are better in pro. Well, yeah. Simulators are always going to give you a little bit better fills. Yeah, good point, Benjamin. Yeah. All right. Again, white line is the low of the day. Oh, like I said, I was looking for a short up around that yellow line, but obviously it did not quite bounce up close enough. I'm going to try a long down here. Fake break of these lows. Fake break of the 800 number, just a big old round number. Mm-hmm. Oh my. Oh dear. As my wife would say, oh dear. Goodness gracious me. Pivot point right there. I don't know why my pivots don't show up on the 2-minute. Sometimes I show up, but most times I don't. Anyways. All right, well, what is that level? 800. So technically speaking, I'm also expecting it to do a fake break of the pivot point down here. Have you done any evening streams, Clay? No. I think the one you're thinking of is because I had a bit of a miscalculation of my schedule, so I came and then did one in the evening. But yeah, I mean, as much as I love all you, don't get me wrong. This is fun. It's great. Sure, we have our trolls every now and then. But like when I'm done, like I want to go hang out with my family. Like that's what, family, friend. I want to go hang out with them. The thought of a live stream in the evening, that's a little too much. But yes, you're not wrong. That's a fair question because there was that one time where I missed the afternoon. So I was like, Roscoe Waffles. If you've ever traded futures, you will know that as you could show me the most volatile stock, and futures are still going to make that volatile stock look like nothing. That's how good futures move, especially if all of a sudden you step into the world of copy trading. Okay, here we go. Maybe, kind of, sorta. Okay, I don't like how it hesitated. I am totally trying to catch a. Oh, we are at that pivot point though. On the 5-minute. All right. Again, if you're doing anything like I'm doing, don't lie to yourself. You are trying to catch a knife, okay? Just fess up. Don't lie to yourself. You are trying to catch a knife. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I traded meme coins for a year. Again, meme coins don't move anything like futures. Futures move so much better. And the best part is your risk is so nicely controlled. Clay, who needs family when you have us? Yeah. Like I said, you guys are great. I would totally do a in-person meet and greet at some point. Because, like I said, 99% of you seem like totally normal people. That would be just fine in person. But, there's always that 1%. Where am I getting the 780 from? The crevices of my mind. Hey, Canoe. Have you ever even done a prop firm before? You're one of these guys that's coming across as somebody that is planning 37 bridges ahead of time. So, Canoe, have you ever even done prop firm trading? Let's start here. I'm going to turn the tape. You've been FBI grilling me. Is there an advantage to copy trading? Yeah, you spread out risk. Because if I go 5 NQs in one account, I cannot allow that many points to go against me before the account is cooked. Why? Well, because I have 5 NQs in one account. However, if you copy trade 5 accounts, you are still trading with 5 NQs. However, in each account, you only have 1 NQ. So you have a lot more wiggle room before that account could be cooked. So that would be the advantage, is copy trading actually does spread out the risk. You're trading the same size, but you have your risk spread out. But obviously that's always a two-sided coin, because if you lose your mind when you're copy trading, well, you also just cooked several accounts all at once. But still looking for a long down at the green line. See if it wants to plunge down there or not. I copy trade, but not only use my... Yeah, copy trading It's weird because it's high risk in some ways and very low risk in others, right? You could be trading 10 NQs, but in all actuality, it's only 2 NQs. How? Well, each account is only 2. Like 10 NQs in a single account, man, you basically have zero wiggle room. You've got to absolutely nail things or else you're going to get cooked. But you could also trade 10 NQs, but you have a lot more wiggle room if it's just 2 NQs per account. But again, the high risk nature comes from the fact of if you lose your mind and go on tilt, well, you're going to cook all those accounts at once. So there's a balancing act. Hey, crunchy munchies. So the 5-minute here, I mean, it makes sense why the 2-minute is doing what it is right here, because you look here on the 5-minute and there's that pivot point I was talking about. So it's just kind of finding some support down here at the pivot. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that out before I forget about it. Long here at 809. Where's your stop at, newbie? 809 long, okay. Where's your stop at? I'm guessing 793. Let's see. That's my guess, 793. Let's see. But no, that's not a stop. Below lows. How do you define below lows? Like, are you talking 1 point, 3 points, 4 points? Like, you can't type in, you can't put this order into your broker. Excuse me, broker, I'd like to put my stop below lows, because they will rightfully say, well, how do you define below? Okay, 795. All right. Oh, you were very tight at the lows. Gotcha. All right, looking, you said you were getting in at, what, 809? Okay, you're filled. Okay, all right. Newbie, so far, looking good. Hey, newbie, looking good, looking good. I trade 5 different firms on NinjaTrader, and it works very well, but you must keep an eye on. Yeah, there's what you're describing there is totally fair. Cranky bits, yeah, there's those logistical things you have to keep an eye on too. Which, by the way, I am shorting. I will try a short up here. I want my stop to be right here. There we go. So looking for a short at the I mean, it's still a ways away, but I don't know. If it comes back up, maybe. Out. All right, newbie. You called it out ahead of time. Appreciate that. Now, in my mind, the trend is we're back to trending downwards right now. I would not call this any more sideways action. So that's why I'm remaining bearish biased on these bounces here. Greg said, well, it's about to V-shape. Nah. The V-shaped recovery feasts upon confirmation biases. And I'm the same way. It seems like every time it drops, it's like, oh, great, it's about to V-shape. It's like, no, things rarely V-shape. But when they do V-shape, we're like, see? Man, they always. But all the times they don't, we like, because it doesn't confirm our bias, our brain just kicks it aside. But yes, if you're like me and it seems like everything is a V-shape, it's definitely not. V-shapes are impressive because V-shapes are not the norm. All right, Christopher got long with newbie at 809. Again, I'm looking to get short at this red line up here. My stop is right there. I'm thinking this will just be a dead cat bounce, but if I'm wrong, I will have a losing trade. Yes, 40 minutes until the Fed announcement. So as a reminder, if you check your prop firm, check your email, check with your prop firm, you may not be allowed to trade the announcement. That's not a universal claim. With Take Profit Trader, the prop firm I use and recommend, you may not trade a pro account during that phase. So just FYI, don't lose an account because you broke the rules. Yeah, exactly, Jason. Exactly. Clay, I tend to only trade from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. I watch your separate. Hey, thank you, Cranky Bits. Well, if you want to help support the stream, Cranky Bits, code Clay. Move to break even. Nice, Christopher. That's always a good feeling. Christopher is now in the sweet spot of trading. His only stress, his only unknown right now is how much money is he going to make? Because he doesn't know how far up this might bounce. So, Chris, I have no problem. If you want to make it all the way up to here, fine. In fact, Chris, if you want to make all the way up here, fine by me. I just don't want you to get that target, okay? I'll due respect. Hopefully you can understand my position. I do not want you to get that target, okay? I hope you do not get that one. Did TPT suspend oil trading? Not that I'm aware of. I don't know, though. Is anybody with a Take Profit Trader not able to trade oil all of a sudden? I have not gotten any emails. I don't know. I do not see any emails from them saying you're not allowed to do oil, but I guess it's possible. Oh, all right. No, Connor says he is getting spanked on oil, so there you go. Is there any prop firm that doesn't care about trading news events? Well, but that's the thing. That is a good thing. When you stop and think about it, Pickle Juice, this is my argument about prop firms. They have these rules, but these rules actually do force you to behave like a somewhat responsible trader. Like, are you telling me, Pickles, you want to trade the news? That's not. You just want to gamble on the news. That's what you want to do. Like, if it bothers you, let me put it this way. I would submit to you, you have worries, you have some considerations in your trading. If it bothers you that you can't trade one of these news events that nobody knows what's going to happen. Like, that's just, you're upset I don't get to throw on a degenerate gamble, right? Made a cool 1K today. Beautiful. Congrats. Low key, just trading the V shapes could be a move. The pattern just happened. No, it really does not. Greg, okay, I think you're trolling. I assure you, V shapes are not the norm, Greg. I assure you that. Yeah, that's the point. Not at all. News events present opportunity if traded right. So I appreciate you throwing that if traded right, but that is my point. You can't trade them right. It's a gamble because you don't know how it's going to go. So to be in the position and then just wait for the news and say, man, I hope it spikes in my direction. I agree. If it spikes in your direction, great. If it doesn't, you're toast. That is the gamble. That is the point. Yes. Playing the lottery can be very, very smart if you pick the right numbers. Okay, Greg, then go trade Vs. It sounds like you have the holy grail. Sounds like it happens more often than not. Then just trade for V-shape recoveries. Oh, well, then you can trade that, Pickle Juice. When I say you can't trade, for Take Profit Trader at least, when I say you can't trade the news, all that means is you can't be in a trade at 1:59 p.m. Eastern, you can't be in a trade at 2 p.m. Eastern, and you can't be in the trade at 2:01 p.m. After that, trade away. I thought you meant, Pickle Juice, that you want to be like in the position right when they announce it. That you cannot do because that is a total gamble. But yes, after, like I said, at 2:02 p.m. Eastern, if you want to put on a trade, you can do that. Okay, I'm still looking to potentially get short at that red line. Does that make sense, Pickles? Is that more so under what you were trying to say? I think you just had a different understanding of which is fine. I can see ooh. Ooh. Ah. I'm getting short there. Maybe I just got suckered in, but let's see if it wants to get smacked back down off this 21 EMA. Come on. Come on down. Come on down. Come on. Come on. How did I not get filled there? Whatever. Come on down. Oh, beautiful can. All right, I got to let this one cook. There we go. There's my first couple of targets. What time is it? All right, we still... Sometimes things can get spicy closer to the news, but yeah, we're still plenty far out. All right, I'm short. Let's see if this thing wants to roll over here. This is my stop. Target number 1, target number 2. Why do you use the 1 minute, Revin? I promise I'm answering your question by asking you this question. Why do you use the 1 minute? Oh, man. Do I add if it comes back down? I might have to. I might have to, because that would be pretty. Come on, 21. Yeah, I have to add. That would be pretty. Or am I going to just get stopped out up there? Okay, I'm now officially looking to add to the position. But we'll see if the 21 EMA can smack it down or not. Not looking good. And stopped out. All right. 1 minute for... Okay, so Ravin, is this a fair summary? Would you say, well, Clay, I use the 1 minute because it best helps me implement my strategy? Is that a fair summary of your position, Ravin? Again, Clay, I use the 1 minute because the 1 minute best helps me implement my strategy. Is that fair? What's the news? Oh, William. Thank you, William. Yeah. Just the interest rate. Just waiting on the spicy orangutan. It is a rare setup. In long, 827. Stop 812. All right, Greg, nothing but respect. You're mapping out your trade plan in real time. That's good stuff. That is a very respectable thing to do. Die. Thinking of long at 832. Okay, well, if you do take it, let us know, and then also let us know where your stop's at. Oh, poor Walang. I kind of missed that guy. 850. Oh, I'm sorry. That's your target price. Blew a test on day. Oh. Okay, all right. Well, that's good. I'd rather have you cook a test account as opposed to your pro accounts. So, do I try another short here? Maybe. Dumb money short at 828. Yeah, me and dumb money, we're kind of seeing the same. Well, except 879. Yeah, his stop loss would be way different than mine. But, yeah. Ooh. I think I got to do it. Oh, I was too late. Okay, I'm in short. Come on, come down now. Come on. Come down. Come down some more. Come on. Come on. Okay, stop. I'm going to just follow it down with all 5. Try to let it work for me here as it goes. Keep coming down. Bleed. 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 Spank them, Cletus. Spank them. Spank those both, Cletus. Spank them. Spank them, Cletus. Keep spanking them. Do it. Spank them. Spank them. There we go. I'll take that. I love spank 'em trades. Those are the best ones. I love spank 'em trades. I will say this. Saying scalpy scalp is fun. And if you're a longtime viewer, you know we have all sorts of trades. I think the funnest one, though, is the Cletus spank 'em trade. It's a little dangerous if you're in like a workplace environment and surrounded by other people. And if you're sitting there yelling, spank 'em, Cletus, that may have your boss come over and look over your shoulder and be like, But to me, I love those trades. I love the spank 'em ones. I don't mind singing. Sometimes you got to sing to your position. But man, when Cletus is on your side, I'm telling you, it's fun to say. Ooh, wow. And then just like that, Cletus got stampeded. I mean, it was still after he spanked him good, but wow, that was a quick turnaround. So much so that I've been conservative on my price targets. So yeah, I've been pretty conservative too. Today is choppy. Hey, let's try to get this up over 300 likes. So hopefully we have 18 people here that are enjoying enough to hit that like button. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually helps. It makes a difference. So if you are enjoying in any way, shape, or form, hit that like button. ES took its PDL. What's PDL mean? It's Panda Day, Lighthouse. Good community. Oh yeah, we have a great community. This chat is great. The spanker has turned. Well, to be fair, I mean, if stops are up above these highs, it still hasn't violated these highs. So it could still come to, previous day low. Gotcha. Mamma mia, is this V-shaped chatter was saying happens like 5 times a day. Yeah, that's, to me, this is not a V-shape. Like V-shapes just go straight up. But this right here, I mean, that kind of raining on people's V-shaped parades right there. Next short, 843. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We have 27 minutes until the Fed announcement. Oh, come on. Okay, who's your leader? Who was like, okay, let's stop it at 298. Do we have at least 3 rebels out there that'll push us up over 300? Who's the leader of you? Somebody getting together. Let's troll him. He asked for 300. Let's stop it at 298. Come on, don't listen. Be a rebel. Be a rebel. What time does Powell speak? He speaks at 2 p.m. Eastern. $666 on the candle would be, I think I'm done for the day, though. Yeah. Dang. Rolled over. That's tricky there. Because that move probably knocked out several longs, maybe brought in some shorts, and then bounced right back up against the shorts, and now the longs are all upset that they stopped out. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm sorry. You asked what time does Powell speak. I'm sorry. Yeah, he speaks at 2:30 Eastern. Good catch there, Gary. Hey, look at that. 315. There we go. We got some rebels out there. I'd like to see it. Maybe a short up here around the purple line, which is the 50 periods. I don't know. Or is this more so the short? 63 up there. About a 15-point stop. I don't know if I want 15 points. I am interested in a short up around this general area, but still don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Clay, does your regular live stream trading offer different much? No, I don't do a lot. My in the morning, I don't do a live stream. I just post pictures and words. Like if you can follow pictures with annotations, then yeah, that's what I do there. But no, it's not a live stream. Okay. Let's try this. Short and then get up over there. So there we go. I'll come up a little bit more. There we go. Okay. About a 7-point stop. Last time I got up in this general area, it, right there rolled over, right there rolled over. Will it roll over again? Nobody knows that. That's what a stop loss is for, but it's happened twice before, so we'll see if it happens again. No. Same general ideas, Tyler, I would say. Where can I find the morning stuff? Really quickly right here. Nope, that's not what it is. Right here. Private community. There you go. For, who asked? For Crunchy. There you go. Okay, looking to get short again at the red line. Stop is at the green. Entered at 817 with my stop loss at break even. No target. I'm just gonna. I like it. Good job, Odane. Odin? Or Odane? Either way, congrats. That's always a good feeling. All right, here we go. Maybe. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. Stop is the green line, so risking about 7 points on it. But let's see. Again, like I was explaining, last time I got up here and there, it did reject. Will the third time be a charm? Maybe. If not, Odane. Sorry. I don't know if you're like Odin, like Thor's dad. I mean, you're only risking $70. Nothing wrong with... Yeah. Thank you, dumb money. Exactly. Today has been a very tricky one for me. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Maybe kind of, sort of. Ooh. Did I just move it up? Okay, I think I might need to reassess. What I'm looking at here is on the 5-minute. 5-minute, we have the purple line right there, which is the 50 period at 82. So where does 82 align here on this one? Where's 82? Ooh, do I extend this line out? Do I bring this line out as if it's still relevant? Maybe it's still relevant. I don't know. Could be. Ooh, that's also 82 right there. I'm going to go with that. Because on the 5-minute, 82 is giving me the 50 period simple moving average. And then here on the 2-minute, I'm basically getting that trend line. But we'll have to see. Maybe I've outfancied myself. But only hindsight will tell us that. I think most are in the same boat. Tough day. Well, I mean, to be fair to us all, these days can be tough when the market's waiting for the announcement. So yeah, things can get a little bit more choppier, maybe a little bit more tricky. We letting this short ride, Clay. I mean, I'm not in a. I gotta first get short before we're letting anything ride. And looking to get short at the red line. I don't know. Not a coincidence at all that it just putzing around here all of a sudden at the overnight low. You'd expect to act as resistance, but I'm just not quite confident. All right, there we go. Maybe. Where are we at time-wise? Okay, we're getting close to the time where I... Okay, here we go. Maybe kind of, sort of. I don't know. I have longs from 820. Well, where were you at 8? Why were you telling us, Jose, at that time you're getting longs at 820? It's so much better when... That's why I like the real-time trade plans. So next time, Jose, you make sure to let us know at that moment that you're getting long. Clay, how in the world are you? Good grief, David. You're acting like we haven't seen each other for years. You were just on the live stream last week, brother. I'm doing okay. You didn't get your short filled at 870? Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty right there. I'm already at 50 points and still going to continue to hold for more risk-free trade. Are the best. Yeah, that's the best. When you're just sitting there, call that the sweet spot of trading. Your only unknown, your only stress right now is how much money am I going to make? That's a great stress to have. No, I've not gotten a P.O. box. Well, maybe it's not going to come up there. Yeah, Easter is coming. That is true. Do I buy a pullback here, though? That is scary. Do I need to do anything? Question mark. As an FYI, just kind of on the boots, some economic stuff here. I was telling people earlier, but I am building a house. So to add context, and the lumberyard guy reached out today. Said, just want to touch base with your lumber costs, or just want to touch base with you. Lumber costs are starting to creep up, mostly due to increased freight costs. So here comes some more inflation. So if we could get this war wrapped up sooner than later, that'd be great. But yes, welcome to the world of tax increases. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing out on a bunch of holiday cards. I don't know. All right, have a good one, Mike. Hopefully we'll see you back in the future. Short at 861, going for 10 points. Stop at high of last candle. All right. You'll let Donald know. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate that. Starting to get... I'm also willing to take trades, but I think my cutoff will be about 150. Because when you're in within 10 minutes, I don't know, things can get sketchy and weird things can happen. When you have a P.O. box, you don't have to give out your home. I know that, David, and I really appreciate what you're offering, but my point is, and I guess shout out to you, but you're the only person that's ever wanted to send me a card. So if there are a lot of people like, hey, man, I'd like to send you something. Hey, man, I'd like to send you something. Then, yeah, maybe I'd get a P.O. box, but thank you, brother. I appreciate it, but you're literally the only person that seems to want to send me something, which is not necessary. The best thing you can send me in all actuality is just to use code Clay. Like that is the best way to show support. Again, David, very nice gesture on your part. Don't hear what I'm not saying. But ultimately, the best way to show appreciation or support or blah, blah, blah would be to just use code Clay. I thought you had a lot of... I do have a lot of hungry kids. Hence why code Clay feeds hungry children. Yeah, code Clay, all caps, goes to feed hungry children. I have 6 of them, and they are hungry. So yes, code Clay will feed hungry kids. They are my kids, but they are kids nonetheless. So yes, you are correct, David. I do have a lot of hungry kids, which is why I'm saying, hey, code Clay is really the best way to show support. Well, oh no. Where was did I out fancy myself? Would I have been filled on that move right there? I think I would have been filled there. I don't remember that first trade plan. I think I wouldn't have been, no. Oh, I would have been filled? Okay, we have conflicting data. Somebody says no. It does, AJ, yeah. No, you had 7150? I hope that's the case. I had was, oh. So I would have been very irritated then that it would have gotten that close. Yeah, that looks right, what Dumb Money said. Dumb Money Trader. Oh, we got two Dumb Monies in here now. Oh, no. Dumb Money 4796. You now have you have competition. I am ready to make 10K today. Really? Good. Yeah, that does look right. 7150 right up there. Okay, that makes me feel a little better than I did not ultimately miss out on the trade. If this comes back down here, do I try it again? Well, to be fair to the other Dumb Money, he was here before you were. So he's kind of got seniority on the name Dumb Money. I have FOMO over $80. Oh, yeah, I've been there before. Yeah, we're starting to get to that territory where it's getting sketchier and... Ooh, oil. Love to see this on oil. Come on, oil. Keep dropping, brother. Plummet, brother. That's good. What's gold doing? Really nothing. Yeah, so gold not doing a whole lot. But yeah, love to see that here from... okay, oil is approaching the VWAP around the 5 minutes. So maybe a bounce there for any of you trading oil. Whoa! All right. All right, I was thinking of a short up around there. I don't know if I'd have been filled, but I'm gonna step back for the time being. Good job, Di. $50 MA on the 5. Oh, you're right. We are right at the 50. Look at that. Who said that? Good call, Acro. Or Acoro. Yeah, it's just, we're getting too close to the announcement. Things are just starting to feel more and more sketchy. You went long at 832. Good job. There it is. Getting smacked right back down. Well, for anybody that was playing a spank 'em trade, like, okay, let's see if the Bulls want to get a spanking from Cletus right here. I can hear it right now. They're yelling. They're yelling it. It's so fun to yell. I am shorting big time if SPY hits 671. Okay, well, what level would that be on the futures market? The pump before the dump. So you think it's going to dump on the announcement? And just like that, over buffer with an oil trade. Good job, Jocko. Welcome to payout territory, brother. I'm mad at myself. I had a limit sell and canceled it right before. Oh, that's never fun. I shorted the 50 on the 5 minute. Good job, Neil. I think it's dumping. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to do. The only thing that I have a high confidence in is if they surprise people. So if they either cut rates or raise rates, then, oh my goodness, it is going to be crazy. But I think the majority of the spice will come during the speech, which starts at 2:30. In a test account, you can do whatever you want, Bender. If you're in a pro account, then wait till 202, not 201. No, 202. I know, Zoro. Not everybody. Well, to be fair, not everybody likes. Like literally, not everybody enjoys, so they're not going to hit the like button, which is sad. But that's kind of the reality. But yes, if you are enjoying, as Zoro pointed out, please hit that like button. It helps. It makes a big difference. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Jocko. We don't want to hear 12 minutes from now. Man, it's gone. It's toast. This hurts watching it go down. Yeah, I know. I know. That is part of trading, though. And it's always going to be part of trading. Never fun, though, to watch something drift off without you. Pre-market trading was better today. Yeah, I could see that for some people's strategies. Hey, Mike. Christian Garcia, you're trading the SPY? I thought you were doing futures this whole time. Why you're doing SPY? I don't know. If you don't hit like for free, it's a mandatory. Yeah, or else you're banned. Yeah, exactly. All right, 9 minute. Well, if you're with Take Profit Trader, to err on the side of caution, you have about 7 minutes. And I'm defining err on the side of caution by being out by 158. If you're in a pro account or a pro plus. If you're in a test account, and if you want to roll them dice, have at it. You considering yourself a scalper? Yeah, I don't know what your definition of a scalper is, Pedro, but yeah, if you called me a scalper, I would not push back. Cletus did get the paddle out. That's true. I look at SPY for my entries. Why don't you just look at the chart you're trading? I took out 5 evals with... Well, thank you, Black. I appreciate that. Remind me what size you're doing. You're doing 50K, I think? Or am I confused? I'm pretty sure you're doing 50K if I remember right. I still miss trading options. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's a crazy. I've never heard anybody say they miss theta. That's crazy. What price will price close today? Well, let me look real quick. I can tell you that. That's no problem. Let me just pull up SPY real quick, brother. Thank you for asking, because I have that answer. Where will SPY close today? Right there, brother. 667.47. Thank you for asking. There you go. Yeah, Christian, I don't know why you're not banned yet. I mean, I'm at like 95% you're a troll. I have no idea why you're not banned. But yeah, you're like as close can get. Look at that. Now scary drawdown. Again, more. I noticed when I use code Clay, all caps, to buy a TPT Val, I almost always pass within a day or two. Yeah, that's what I hear. Code Clay is magical. Sounds good, Zorro. All right, we are 5 minutes away for Take Profit Trader. If you're in a pro or pro plus account, where I would say err on the side of caution and just get out. Because if you are with Take Profit Trader and have a pro or pro plus account, you may not be in a trade at 1:59 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern, or 2:01 p.m. Eastern. Again, that is for Take Profit Trader if you're in a pro or pro plus account. If you do not use Take Profit Trader and you're with another prop firm, please make sure you understand their rules around this event. You're in the yellow line. Your yellow supporting line is looking like a good target on 840. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I give it an extra few minutes both ways. I don't want to risk my account over. Yeah. Letting things settle down. I'm not going to give a bunch of pushback if you're saying, yeah, Clay, I'd prefer to let things settle down. I hear you for sure. What happens if you are in a trade during the news? Well, if you're in a pro or pro plus account, Jason, it's a rule violation. I don't know if they cook your account right then and there. I've never had it happen to me, but yeah, that account will be cooked. Sometimes the first move is a liquidity grab. I mean, yeah. Anyways. People love their chart drama. I'd stay on stream for a bit, Clay. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to be here, Ace. I'm going to be here over the announcement. Are you kidding me? Triple witching Friday affect your futures price action? I don't really notice a whole lot with the whole triple witching, bada bing, twitching. Yeah, oh yeah, what Nas said, I could see that being how it works. Gotcha, my bad. I thought I heard you say you're logging off. Yeah, you must have misheard, or maybe I misspoke, but no, I'll be here. I'm gonna be here. We're only 5 minutes away. I've done it. They let you get your hopes up and trade the rest of the day. Oh, that's brutal. I've made the mistake of forgetting about a trade in one account and taking an... oh, yeah. Doesn't cook the... Okay, yeah. You get a nasty email later on in the day. Yeah. Not quite the evening email that... Especially then, you think you had a good day. Like, man, I'm so excited. And then you get that email later on. Yeah, that'd be rough. All right. 4 minutes. Oh, yeah. Oil continues to pull back. Now down below VWAP. So love to see it. Gold doing anything yet? Nope. Gold not really. So gold waiting too. All right, give me a 5 if you're gonna be in a position on the news and like because you're trying to pass a test account or something like that. So give me a 5 if you're like, no, Clay, I'm gonna roll those dice. I'm gonna see if I can get some tests passed or whatever. I will be in a trade at the announcement. So that's what I mean, Christian Garcia. Why did you give me a 4? Though it's those little things. So I got to put him in a timeout. Okay. Exactly, Tim. It's just, I think he does that stuff on purpose, though. That's what makes me think. You're in 15 Amazon calls. Why are you trading options? Stop, Air Bill. You're making your life way harder than it needs to be. Oh, that's literally what it's called, Pedro. Like if you mute somebody for a period of time on the mod end, it literally says timeout. Oh, yeah, I would disagree. I would say that the Q&A is not tradable because during that time, you never know when the price all of a sudden is going to get spicy. At least right now, we know the price is about to get spicy. But during the speech, you have no idea. It could be looking fine, and then he says something or he answers a question in a certain way, and then boom. So yeah, I would push back. I don't think this. I think the speech is almost the untradeable time from 2:30 to 3. To me, that is very risky because at any moment, it could just get spicy again. Yeah, timeout just means I can't comment. All right, dumb money going for 400. Yeah, everybody, yeah, and that's a good call. Okay, here we go. If you are with Take Profit Trader Pro or Pro Plus account and you're in a trade right now, it's too late. You're cooked. You're not allowed to be in one at 159, 2, or 201. Well, but that's not my point. After a direction starts, my point is a direction could appear to start, and then he answers the question in a certain way, and then the direction totally changes. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Going bullish or bearish? Oh, I have no idea. I'm just here with my popcorn. But not to mention, if you trade with Tradeovate, the platform's probably going to freeze up anyways, so there's always that too. Yeah. Yeah, Pedro, I promise you will not miss theta. Here we go. What the? Huh? Huh? What kind of garbage is it? Oh, it's get ready for it. It's going to rip somebody's face off. Unchanged rates, okay. So what was expected did happen. I would assumed if it was not, that candle would have been absolutely bonkers. If it was something either that other than unchanged. I'm not trading this. Well, depending on the account, you may not be allowed to trade it right now. Goodness, yeah. This right now we're at what, about a 30-point move on a Fed announcement? Almost like it came out just like it was expected. Apex allows it, I think. All right, I appreciate the FYI. Oh, oil dropping still more. Wow, oil is really the trade right now. The oil is moving way better. Love to see it though, oil. Let's go. That's what I mean, Jack. I appreciate you being honest with just letting us know that you think. Yeah, a pro account or pro plus, you should be good to go now. I need USO to go up. Well, Dash, with all due respect, I'd like lower prices at the pump. So I'm going to cheer against your position. Nothing against you. After you asked for the fives in the chat, I got inspired and bought another test account. Went long, and I'm up 500 on the way. All right, good job, Nas. Goodness. I was not expecting... I was expecting fireworks if there was going to be either a rate cut or a rate increase. I was definitely expecting fireworks there, but I was definitely expecting a little bit more than this. I mean, this thing is barely budged. Yeah, from basically 80 up to it's like a 35-point move. That is nothing. That is a nothing burger. Again, I was not expecting 100-point swings, but I mean, at least a little bit more than 35 points. McKay, I just like the way NASDAQ moves. I don't have anything against ES, though. ES has plenty of volume, so if you like ES better, that's fine. I only push back against people if they're like, I like to trade, I don't know. I like to trade pork bellies. It's like, I don't know, that's probably not a very high volume market. This market is dead. You think? Go trade oil. Sub-zero, go trade oil right now. I think your opinion will change very quickly, brother. Yeah, agreed, Casey. I think the wilder action will come at 2:30 and beyond. No, the wilder action is going to come on the speech. I'd rather trade cattle and wheat. Dude, go trade oil. You won't be saying the market's dead. Go ahead. Go do it, Sub-Zero. Go crack some walnuts. Also, will the market care what Jerome says? He only has... Why? Yeah. I mean, I would think so. Glad you have access to OJ crop reports. Yeah, I do in my back pocket. Oil continuing to drop. Love to see it. Do I want to try a short there? Maybe. Maybe. I'm going to keep a close eye on this. Interested in a potential short up around the pink line, which is the 200 period, something moving average, but Cattle ripping right now. Upwards or downwards? Are beef prices going to get more expensive or less expensive based on the cattle right now? Up? Oh, okay. Well, for all of you beef fans, it sounds like cattle or beef's not going to get any cheaper. The speech will make the market move at least 250 points up or down. You think? Hey, I can respect that, Black. Know your limits and follow through with them. Nothing but respect with that. Yeah, I should. Once we get out to the homestead, maybe I should start to raise some cattle. Yeah, newbie. Yeah, there's probably some truth in that. Everyone wants the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. Speaking my language now with G.I. Joe. Here's oil at the 200 period. Oh, too long or not too long? That is the question. Clay, you're staying on during the speech? I don't know. We'll see. Trying to decide if I want to try oil trade here. Mainly based on that 5 minute that I was just showing you in that 200 period set moving average. Go long, Clay. I made a call. What? Sorry, I'm not following what you mean. I made a call. Oh, I see. I get what you're saying. You made a call. I didn't know. I was not like you're thinking call options. I get what you're saying. All right, Lobo has the inside scoop. I should watch Trading Places now. Oh yeah. What were they? Was that orange? I think they were doing orange juice, weren't they, Tom? Clay, please stay on for the speech. Yeah, I'll probably be here for it. Likes need to keep creeping up though. Likes have kind of stalled out. So if you want me to stay on towards the speech, hit that like button. That'd be a good indicator on whether or not people actually care if I stay on for the speech. So yeah, if you have not yet hit the like button and you'd like for me to stay on for the speech and hang out through that, hit that like button. Oh, is that what he's referencing? That was the Trading Places reference? I think I've only seen it once, so sorry, I didn't pick up on the movie reference. Yeah, nice bounce right now in oil right off of that. I probably should give it another watch. Yeah, really nothing going. Not a whole lot of nothing right now. Maybe a short here on oil at right around 96.15. I don't know. I don't want to get too fancy for myself right now. Only red 129 now. All right, Dash, good job, but don't go forcing something. Is that a dangerous goal in today's condition? Yeah, it'll get very dangerous at 2:30. From 2:30 until basically whenever the speech is over, that is a dangerous time to trade. Because you don't know when things could all of a sudden just get crazy. been a while since I, yeah. That's what Dan is that Dan Aykroyd and what the guy that was in Nutty Professor. Why can't I think of his name? I might wait for A's session for their reaction to the speech. Eddie Murphy, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Eddie Murphy. Fed maintains projections for 1 rate cut in 2026 and 1 in 2027. All right. Yeah, Eddie Murphy, that's it. Can you hold a trade for a few seconds, then sell? With take prop, I'm not sure in what sense you're asking. I think you're asking in the sense of some prop firms have scalping rules. Take profit trader does not have scalping rules. So yes, if you only want to hold a trade for a few seconds, you can do that. Again, take profit trader, which is one of the many reasons why I think they should be part of anybody's empire building. Yes, they do not have any sort of rule like that. Um, 40. I really don't have a whole lot of wiggle room at all on the day. Just because today started off pretty rough, pretty tricky. Then I got distracted and I wasn't even watching the market for a while. So I just don't have a lot of green to work with on the day. This is all the same account. Let's see. That's a gold trade. That's GC. That's MNQ. And then that's NQ. And with oil, man. So what I'm thinking is this. Okay, if I get long here, so that's 94.40, and if I put my stop down here at, let's just call it 17, I mean that's almost 30 points, meaning $300 loss. Meaning, good grief, I just kind of wiped out quite a, but I just don't have a lot of green, so I'm just in a trickier spot because I don't have a whole lot of wiggle room right now that I'm willing to part way with. So yeah, as far as oil though, got the bear pennant right now. So if you like bear pennants, maybe oil it's worth your time. And then this is just nonsense right now. If you're like, what are you talking about, man? I'm banking on all of this. Hey, good for you. You have a strategy that I do not. But yeek. Clay, if you didn't do this live stream today, would you still be traded? I would have watched the announcement. Yes. Would I have traded as much as I have? No. Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Luis. All right, yellow. That's got to be a quote from the movie, right? I have no idea what you're talking about. So that must be a movie quote. My point is this, is that at 2:30 people have said like, well, you got to wait for the direction. And I understand what you're saying, but my point is, yes, at 2:30 the price could seem as though it is going in a certain direction. And then all of a sudden Powell says something in a speech or answers a question a certain way, and then that direction all of a sudden is gone. All right, yellow. Okay, yellow hammer. Fed said hold. Correct, they did hold rates the same. Yeah, the algo can kind of go everywhere. All right, there's oil still. Trying to keep an eye on that bull pennant. I'm sorry, bear pennant. Bear pennant. Gold. Yeah, I think right now gold, or oil is the most interesting setup. Look at this 5-minute. I mean, I'm not calling you crazy at all if you're thinking that there could be a bounce here coming. all these lower shadows at the 200 period simple moving average, which is that pink line there. I'm not calling you crazy at all. If you're getting long down around there, I'm not calling you crazy at all. Whoa, hey, there. Oh, hey, there we go. Now we're getting a little spice. Speech hasn't even started yet. Okay. Whoa, or is this, okay. Here's the correlation. Check it out. Oil going up, this thing spiking down. Is this news? Okay, this could be a news-related thing. Oil news, that is. No, I don't know. That's not huge volume. Why didn't I just talking about could be a good long, and then it does that. Why don't I ever... I'm exaggerating a little bit because I know deep down I'm being responsible, and like I said, I couldn't really risk what was needed to take that trade. Had I had more green on the day, yeah, that would have been a different situation. But hey, anybody that took that long on oil, congrats. Big congrats. Did anybody take a long on oil? Me? Only a small part? Well, hey, that's more than I got. I did when I heard you say, oh! No, but had that short on MNQ. Did you? Nice one, CJ. Yes, man. Who keeps putting their cools out on my floor? That must be another... All right, I apparently need to see this movie. You guys are throwing around all these quotes, and I don't get any of it. The O indicator. Oh! Well, anyways, this stream sucks. I'm out. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting us know that. Like, I thought you were just joking around, but at this point, you need a vocal frequency, vocal chord reader during his speech. Measure the inflection in his tone. Boom, crystal ball strategy. Okay, okay, I'm not going to take too much offense that somebody that says that nonsense then says the stream sucks. Yes, it would make sense why you think my stream sucks if that's how your brain operates. I thought that was just like a troll or like just somebody trying to be funny, but I think they were serious. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, wait, I know who that dude is. Is that... Okay, no. I take that back. Maybe not. So oil continue to bounce up. Today is Powell's second last speech. He's going to be such a revengeful... I don't think so. That's what I respect about Powell through everything. He keeps it he keeps it professional. Like, he has had all sorts of pressure exerted on him and this, that, and that, and he seems like a pretty cool cucumber as far as I can tell. I'm not saying I've agreed with all his decisions, but I think he's done pretty well, all things considered. I don't know, maybe he does. Maybe he comes out and he just burns down the place. I'm open to the idea of that being a possibility, but I don't think that's likely to happen. I saw yesterday's video. I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. I'm a baboon, but yeah. Oil rejected by VWAP on this one. The oil I'm looking at, VWAP did not reject it. It went right up through VWAP. Yeah, I know. If I do want to say something that is very just common sense and makes a lot of sense, me just calling myself a baboon, you're like, about time you said something accurate. I can't trade with this volatility. We'll watch and enjoy. I hear ya. Speech in 10 minutes. Oh, to the silent video. Oh. Okay, I might try a short here if this wants to come back down. I can just put my stop right above this rejection point. So we'll see if this wants to roll back over. But nope, never mind. It's come back up through. So all right, never mind on that one. I'm trying. Oh, you're going to... Don't... Okay, let me just... What would that be? 40 up to 30. Yeah, whatever. I can do that. I can do that. Okay, looking for a short at the red line. So if that red line turns blue, I'm in. And I got 4 of the 5 I wanted. Come in fully now. Put a couple targets down there. Come on. Come on down. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Come hit me. Come hit me. All right, I want this. This better. Yeah, there we go. This will be a green. There we go. Good. No, keep coming down. Don't come up. This will be a green trade now. But let's see if we can get some more to the... No, down, down, down. Again, will be a green trade. Just would like for it to be a way bigger green trade if it keeps coming down and hits these next targets. But my stop is in front of the entry, so that's good. Keep coming, or down, down, down. All right. Okay. I want to move like the day it ripped from tariff news. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. So the mechanics were there. I was positioned, but I just did not get any sort of more follow through. Well, you are with Take Profit Traders Hooks, and as far as I'm aware, you're just with the test accounts right now. So yeah, you could have traded anytime you wanted with the test accounts. 92 red now. Oh, Dash, please be careful. I've been where you've been. Pretty soon it's going to be, okay, 79 cents until I'm green, and then you're going to go force a trade, and you're going to be down $790. Please don't do that. Yeah, I feel just fine with my, even now, just, it's hanging on. It's not quite letting loose to the downside, so. For the love, PF the game, can I please catch a full? For the love of the game, can I please catch a full? Yeah, I hear you. I should stop being a dent. Well, I'm not saying that, Dash. I'm just saying be very careful of the temptation that could arise when you play the game of, man, I'm only $3.75 away from green. And now you sit there for the next 4 hours trying to make $3.75. Like, that is not a good hourly rate. Hey, do we have 24 people out there that are enjoying enough to hit the like button? The goal was 400 likes. We are within striking distance of 400 likes. So if you are here and enjoying in any way, shape, or form, if you're willing to hit that like button, that would be great. You can help play a role in helping us get to our goal of 400 likes today. That is real. I traded P&L the other day just trying to make another $30 and ended up giving back 60. Yeah. And how long? You probably sat there for such a long amount of time too. Hey, you made me some greed. I hit the like and sub. Well, thank you, Cyber. But if you want, the best way to help support the stream, as this is completely viewer supported, is code CLAY, all caps, with any prop firms out there. I have code with most of them. Well, I'm not saying you should stop, Dash. I'm just saying be careful. That's all I'm saying, Dash. If you see an A plus setup, then take it. I'm just saying make sure it's an A plus setup. I suppose it did. Yeah, I would have hit those next two targets I had out there. But, yeah, I did not quite want to let loose to the downside. All right, 5 minutes until the speech starts. Yeah, another hour, yeah. Yeah, one done right. I mean, trading is like scam-like. The amount of money you can make and the amount of times is very scam-like. But it can also be very deceiving, where like, okay, I need to make just $5 more. And then you sit there and for 2 hours. And yeah, you do make $5 more to get back to green. But it's like, well, congratulations. You just worked for $2.50 an hour. Rocking those 2MNQ until this nonsense stops. Hey, no shame in that. Stop making so much sense. Well, you know, it's almost like I've done all these things before. It's almost like I speak from experience, you know? It's almost like I've done a whole lot of stupid over the years. No, the singing has got to be natural. It's got to just be a natural occurrence. That's true. 9 more likes. Come on. 9 more. Let's get this up to 400 likes. Come on now. I'm tempted for a short here if it comes back down, but the speech starts here in basically 3 minutes. So I'm gonna at least allow the speech to get started, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, we were basically tapped out on likes apparently. I asked and we went up exactly 2. That's all right. That's what I mean. 400 is hard to get. For some reason, 400 is just, I guess, at the stage of where the live... Oh, my goodness. I think I have to take that. I will. I'm going to just put my... And if I get smacked, so be it. If it goes up through the green line, I'll reassess, but... Nope, right off the green line. Still in play. You're looking to get short at the red line. And I'm short. Come on. Uh-oh. Yep. I deserve that one. I deserve that one. But did I? No, that was a fine setup. That was fine. Hey, 402. Let's go. Oh. I don't know. I think that was a good trade, but that very well could have been a forced trade. I don't know. I can't tell. Milan, hey, Milan, you just wait, brother. The speech is about to start. This is when the spice shows up. You just wait. You just wait. That paint bucket's about to spill all over your keyboard if you're not careful, boy. I keep going red, green. Oh, yeah, yeah. I've stayed green for the most part, but yeah, I've also been all over the place today. Almost like the action today is very choppy. I saw spice during the EU session already. Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. You just wait. If Powell says one thing wrong, you're about to see some real cayenne peppers. He's starting? All right. Thank you for being on time. Amazing. All right, I'm going to get rid of this line here. That's just creating clutter. I think this is just creating clutter. So there we go. All right, well, let's see what happens here. My plan is to put buy stop and then sell orders far away from where we are now, then close orders right after the stops. My plan is to put stop buy orders and sell orders far away. All right, yeah, Carlos. Hopefully it works out for you. Is that a long right there? I don't know. He just started talking, all right. So be aware. Powell is talking. Things can go all over the place at this point. Kind of want to short here. Okay, I'm going to try short the red line. That red line turns blue, I'm in. Looking for a short. Looking for a little bit more momentum down. I like how it's taking this little breath right here. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Keep coming down, momentum. Go. Go. There we go. I'll take that little scalpy scalp. We'll see if the hindsight will be my judge, and if it's, yep, right now the scalpy scalp looks, oh, that was stupid. All right, scalpy scalp. That's all right. Well, congrats to those of you that were independent thinkers and thought, you know, Clay, I agree with the entry. I disagree with the trade management. I disagree with the scalpy scalp. I'm gonna let it cook a little bit. There you go. There, yeah. If you decided for a holdy hold, good job. As it now heads back up, kind of, sort of. Is gold doing anything? Ooh, go. Ooh, Doxo. Oh, wait. Yeah, well, okay, this is GC. What's MGC up to? All right, gold with some movement too. There's choices out there. There's choices out there. Made some cash, but these candles are up and down so fast. Yeah, it's kind of all over. Kind of all over. Okay, getting some spice here. Getting some spice here. Ooh. Ooh, what's he say? Okay, we're at a pivot point on the 5-minute. Okay. Dang. Wow, that scalpy scalp looks really stupid right now. Oil doing the exact opposite. Oil 5-minute candle. Big old green candle right now over here on oil. Look at that thing. White line is the low of the day, so it actually just broke down slightly below these lows. So again, the price can never get below the white line. The white line will just itself move lower because that is the low of the day. I kind of want to short now to try to capture this moment. Oh, oh dear. As my wife would say. Oh dear. Ooh, if this thing hammers here. He's about to take question and answers, okay. Uh-oh. I was on team. Oh, do I maybe try to let it bounce back up here in short? And right now I still might be okay, but yeah, I'd be cracking walnuts right now. If this thing comes up here and hits, yeah. Okay, if this thing bumps its head here and comes back down, okay, never mind. Keyword being bumped its head. It did not bump its head. It just broke right through there. All right, so now shorts that chase, they're officially getting cooked. First, about oil. I'm not sure what you mean. What do you mean first about oil? Oh, the first question was about oil? Yeah, oil looks kind of interesting now, but it's yeah. I mean, there's a lot of whoa, that's what. Oh my goodness! Hide the kids. Shorts cooked. Code Clay, I guess. Code Clay, all caps to the shorts out there. Any shorts that chased and were not disciplined, they are cooked. Paul is smiling. What's he smiling about? Maybe he just never mind. You caught that? You caught the knife here? Yeah, and the longs that were trying to catch the knife that caught it. Good job. Finally some action. Good, I'm glad you got some action. Powell is being revengeful? How's he being revengeful? What's he saying that makes him revengeful? You're growing gray hairs in real time. Your position size might be a little too big. If your position size caused you to grow gray hairs, my guess would be your position size a little too big. I think I might try another long down here. Just see what happens. Put my stop down there. He's planning to take over the government, I think. There we go. We'll try like a double bottom-ish bounce down around here. I'm up 480 on the speech. Good job, Jack. Yeah, this is yeah, the kind of nothing berg stuff right now. All right, well, I've been saying this, but just to visualize everything, if you do want to help support the stream, code Clay, all caps, with any of these prop firms I recommend Take Profit Trader. I think they're the best in both categories of prop firm traders. Whether you're a beginner to the prop firm space due to their nice, clean set of rules, or your experience, again, due to their clean set of rules and also their payment policy with daily payout, stuff like that, I think Take Profit Trader, I would argue, should be part of your empire building. But I also do know for your experienced prop firm traders, you may be out there trading multiple accounts across multiple firms. So here are some other ways that you can help support the stream. Because like I said, this is totally viewer supported, no sponsorships. So if you do want the stream to continue, I know this rubs some people the wrong way, but just being brutally business honest, got to use code Clay, all caps. So if you enjoy the stream, you want it to continue, you want to help support it, then like I said, code Clay, all caps. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good. This action was, I thought there'd be a little bit more from it, but I'm going to go ahead and call it good. So on your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. We did hit the goal of 400 likes, which was awesome. But hey, anything above 400, every little bit helps. And make sure if you are not yet a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate your time. Had a good time hanging out. So take care, everybody. Have a good one. Code Clay, all caps. And I'll see everybody back.